Hello everyone, welcome in, welcome to Sunday evening, and welcome to the Sportiest stream. We've got a best of 5 series coming up to you very soon here as, of course, how you doing? Hello Lilo, I can't believe you're actually here, how you doing? Bonfire Nation, are we ready for some riveting car soccer? Of course, by yours truly, Mr. Sporty Football Club. I know I am. You're the only person, I think, by the way, who calls me that. I've had more people, oh my goodness. I've had some people call me by my first and last name, I think. Also, you guys can go call me that if you want to. Although referring to me by my first name only is very weird. But anyways, hello there, Lilo. Welcome in. Got some early crew coming in here to see our first matchup, which yes will include Team Ignition. You got it, Price. All right, that's a new one. I've not had someone refer to me by my last name in a very long time. Probably not since when I played ice hockey. I had my last name on my back, but. Anyways, that's enough of it. I can't play sports. Take a look at our schedule here for today. We're starting off with Just for Kickz Team Ignition Academy. Here, after that, we'll then move up to some high-level Skyward Series action with Linux's Fate. This is Sky High Ascent? That's not the right team. Linux's Fate, let me make sure I have the right team here. It's definitely not that. It is BikiniBottomStrykers. Let me actually make sure I have the right team listed. Here you go. And it's so Linux's Fate. BikiniBottomStrykers, our second matchup. This will be actually determined. I don't want to see it out of the group. Is you gotta go get some food for this? I'll be right back. Hey, good luck on that. I actually just ate before that. I had an omelet. Tasted amazing. And of course after that we'll have the Phantom matchup. Demonic Phantoms versus Phantom Troupe. That'll be another best of 5 to end off the evening. We got some Blackline. We got some. Again, we got Blackline, we have some Skyward Series action here. Very strong leagues. We'll see how these teams do here. Some interesting matches, both high level and low level. Comes to their importance in their leagues. This first matchup, midway through that Blackline Academy Series season. Team Ignition Academy are currently 4-0 going into week 5. Just for Kickz are 1-3. This best of 5. A pretty big match, both of these respective sides. See how they do here tonight. But again, Ignition Academy undefeated for now. See if they can hold it. This is a team that has been having a great season for Just for Kickz. You know, in their group, they're in a group of 8 teams. Ignition are the number 1 overall team. Just for Kickz are the number 7. So they're on different parts of the groups and actually have different scenarios here. I mean, for Ignition, if they can win this matchup, they'll be one step closer to guaranteeing a spot in that top 4 out of the group and into the playoff bracket. In fact, if they get super high seed as well, they'll get a bye into that into the second round of the upper bracket in that final bracket, which means they'll skip the first round. Hello Devin P, how you doing? What's good? I'm doing well. How are you doing, Devin? Hopefully you're doing well. I just ate actually, so especially for tonight because it's gonna be a busy night. 3 separate matches. It's the only one that we have from Blackline here tonight, but Just for Kickz Team Ignition Academy. We have not seen Team Ignition in a while. We haven't even seen Ignition Academy as a team in a while since last seen the Skyward Series when they were in the wild card and they got out in the first round. We saw that matchup, but ever since then, we have not been able to see these guys since. It's also actually the first time. Heard we made playoffs? For what, Devin? What league are you talking about? I need to know this. Skyward? You guys may have, I don't know. Wildcard at least, yes, yeah. A good amount of teams have already secured wildcard going into that final week. Again, we'll have this best of 5 start up very soon. Bobby V, captain of Just for Kickz, with Atomic Wrist being the Ignition Academy. And I haven't seen these players. I haven't seen a lot of these players in a very long time. See how they do here, and it will be quite an exciting matchup. Yeah, best of 5 series. Ignition Academy looking to keep their undefeated record alive, especially with the fact they're in a race with 2 other teams, you know, for that top spot. Skyrisers Black and Ecliptic Soul. Ignition have not played either of those teams yet. And the Ecliptic Skull actually had just got their first and only loss this season to Skyward, which is Black, who suffered their only loss earlier in the season to New Age Mavericks, which are a team that actually 1-3 right now, but have had to play against some of the top teams. They also went to Game 5 against Ignition Academy, so play some scary teams out there looking to make their run in here in these matches. And just looking to get things sorted out and go as soon as we can. What a match this will be. And we'll get things sorted out as soon as possible for what will be quite the exciting matchup, a best of 5. And this is around a champ level matchup. If you guys are wondering what rank this is, because I think I should tell you what rank these guys are in. With so many people asking before. Academy Series, that is Champ 1 and Champ 3. Obviously, Ignition on the higher end of that list. They're definitely closing on around Champ 2, Champ 3. They're in around, though. Their chemistry really has been. Something that has, I think, only grown with them, with the fact that a lot of these guys have been teammates for a while. Savage, Evico, Atomic Wrist, those guys have been on Ignition Academy for a very long time. I don't know how long they've been teammates, but they've definitely been on Ignition for a while. Working together with Phantom, obviously being, I think, the most recent addition. Hopefully we'll get these teams in as soon as possible. Now again, just waiting on these players here to get some confirmations. Again, I think we're getting things sorted out. We'll give you guys like another minute or so. Get your predictions in and we'll get this series started in just a moment. How's everything sounding on stream, by the way? Devin or Lilo, let me know. How's everything sounding? Is it sounding good? I want to make sure we sound good because it's a long stream today. We have 3 hours of matches, so I want to make sure my stream doesn't sound bad for all those hours. That would be not fun. It was fine? Great. Also, I just noticed, yeah, we hit 2K yesterday, so everybody, if you want to celebrate 2K followers, and you're getting a message, Atomic Wrist has gone by hi in chat. So he's forgotten the changes in game name. I accidentally forgot, I think, the changes in game name back, which we can give him a minute or so if he has time to do it. I think he might be trying to change it. We'll sort things out. We'll see if we can get things up as soon as possible for you all in chat. Honestly, needs to be an RLCS caster with Shogun and the boys. Who, me? No, not at all. You are getting actually an update here from Ignition. One of the players having some issues. We might have some. We might need some time here. Again, Devin, thanks for the comment, but no, I'm definitely not RLCS Khaled. I haven't been in the scene nearly as long as some of those guys have. Although I have worked in the draw, and so I'm pretty happy with that. And I have done some work in RLCS, but RLCS APAC was where I did my work. So not easy to get into that high level quality stuff, but I guess I technically could say I'm an RLCS caster. So I think the coolest things I've worked on were the draw and probably women's carb. So pretty nice. Do I have a tag? An RLCS caster tag. Are you not Ace? No, I'm not an RLCS caster. As I said, I'm not an RLCS caster. And I also worked for RLCS APAC for a team stream. First day, so I don't work directly with RLCS. I don't operate on one of those streams, fortunately. I worked on the team stream. It was for Infinity Esports, if you're wondering. At the of the 3 events they had casters for, I was on 2 of them. Very fun. It was a nice team. I liked working on them. It was very late. It was like 6 AM nights for me. It was have fun. As again, reminder for everybody out there, we are having a delay here. I don't know how long the delay is going to be. It sounds like it could be a pretty substantial delay here. Ignition Academy having some issues with one of their players connecting to the lobby. And my apologies on that. But we should have this series started at any moment. Again, they did say it was going to take less than 15 minutes. It says, thank you for the follow, UAB. Is that how you pronounce it? UAB. Welcome in for the follow, UAB. Thank you so much for joining the Spotty stream. Again, y'all are so nice. As, again, yeah, we are getting information here. Ignition Academy might actually be like a 10-minute delay. That's a pretty long delay. That's unfortunate, but but as long as it doesn't take 15 minutes, we should be fine to get things going. I don't like delays, especially this early on, because it could put other matches back. But hopefully, we won't be delayed longer than those 10 minutes. Got that message from Atomic Wrist here. One of his teammates having some issues. Get things sorted out here. Again, I do apologize for the delays here. Again, you guys just keep chatting and stuff. We'll things sorted out here as we're getting updates. Atomic Wrist actually has changed his name back from High to now Atomic Wrist. He is a Steam player, I believe, so he can do that. I've had players who come in with weird names, they can't change it because like their console or their name is an epic name and they can't do anything about it. And apologies on the delays, everybody. I don't like delaying things, but in this situation anyways. Hopefully all of you are doing well. Again, happy Sunday to everybody. I'll be, that's actually another day off for me. I'm actually going to some. I'll probably get a couple matches. If you guys want to book me, SpottyFC on Discord, SpottyFCRL on Twitter. You can actually direct message me on either of those sites to book me. Or you can send me a message through your next up. This work? It does not. Okay. Well, I do have a your next up link. So go to your next up / booking to find me and many other great casters. There you go. There's the booking link. Yeah, I can update. Actually, they're gonna be good to start early. So good sign here that Ignition Academy, they're ready. Hopefully all of you in chat are ready. Again, thank you so much for being patient and getting your votes in. Again, my apologies on that, but our first match of the night, a best of 5, just for Kickz, Ignition Academy. As we are just making sure we get these teams back in. Actually, I just noticed one of the teams left. Just for Kickz, I believe, just left. We'll get them back in here. We can start this matchup. Again, my apologies on that. They might be doing a warm-up match. I'm hoping they're not doing a warm-up match. That's gonna delay this a little bit more. Not fun to do that, but we'll make sure again we get these things sorted out as soon as possible. As UAB, hello, UAB. How are you doing? Welcome in, my friend. Are you here to support one of the teams? Just waiting on Just for Kickz to join back in. Did send them a message. They should be here any moment, but I'm hoping that moment's not gonna be like 2 minutes. Yeah, you are supporting Ignition Academy. Well, again, Ignition as an org has been on the stream a ton. Ignition Academy, this side, actually not as much. They've been tougher. They always are tougher to find than Ignition, but always happy when I get these guys because these guys are pretty nice. They're having a really good season so far. 4-0. They have not lost yet. Just for Kickz are 1-3. Season has not been a very fun one. Yeah, I remember back when Ignition Academy was like a kind of a low champ team when they struggle to get wins in divisions like this. Now they're one of the scariest teams here. Always interesting helping. Second. There you go. Just had to pull out my external hard drive. Because I don't need that plugged into my computer right now. If you guys are wondering, actually, I swear I store my team logos. So if you see any team logos on stream, they are automatically put into my external hard drive. As I'm getting a message from Just for Kickz. They're in. There we go. In the lobby, and he has not changed his name yet. Well, that's unfortunate. Maybe he will change his name, but just to let you know, Atomic Wrist is high in the game, so he hasn't changed his name, but we'll be good to go here. Just for Kickz in the blue, at a 1-3 record, Team Ignition Academy in the orange. And Just for Kickz be the first team to take and give Ignition Academy a loss in the season. Well, may not start off that way, because Epico going for net. Stopped by Bobby V, and Just for Kickz already playing well to the pace, but it's early on, and you can tell these teams want to play fast. They want to play in each other's face. An unsurprising play style at this level, because in this champ division, mistakes do happen. They happen quite often. But it's all about capitalizing on them, and that's why teams like to stay close. As Atomic Wrist, that one stopped by Bobby B. H-Ken. In comes Savage. Razel. Atomic Wrist. Ignition Academy charging in front of the net. They're really doing well, building up this pressure. They just can't break through. Just for Kickz holding on the back line. Bobby V specifically being called to play the net, but he's missed this one. Atomic Wrist will score it. Ignition Academy, their first goal of the series. And a huge mistake. Bobby V has been that goal line stopper right now for Just for Kickz, but that miss will give the net open there. Atomic Wrist will score. Ignition Academy with the first strike of the series of the best of 5. As this night goes on, mistakes like those will become quite treacherous to work around. You don't want to give up free shots like that, especially so easily as Epico. Ignition Academy haven't really been tested too heavily just yet. They are playing well to the pace Just for Kickz want to play at. In a way, it's the pace that they want to play at as well. As Savage, the 50, trying to go in front, but Bobby V will clear. Ignition, everybody overcommitted. Atomic Wrist racing back, but Razel will be there first. Still kept away off the back wall, and again, a lot of what I'm seeing right now from Ignition Academy, it feels like a rotation that isn't fully, working around each other as best as they should be, but one of the reasons why I think they are so successful, they don't need that good rotation. They're just so fast, they're so aggressive. They don't need a super strong rotation, they create the chaos themselves. Teams struggle to keep up with it here as pulling in the midfield, Razel trying to clear. Savage, boom down the field, Atomic Wrist, couldn't put it on, and Savage will keep it away here. Team bump from Ignition, but Epico still has it, and it's open! And Epico smashed it in the back of the net! Team Ignition Academy will score their second, a team bump, but still a huge whiff. Great chance, H-Ken misses the ball entirely. Bad timing for a bad mistake. And Ignition Academy have really been bringing that offense, bringing the aggression. They'll bring it again. Here comes Atomic Wrist. That's his second. Having just gone through what have been in the first 2 minutes, Just for Kickz, feeling the pressure, feeling the pace. You can tell they can't actually keep up with it. The Ignition Academy, I know there's a lot more Ignition fans in the chat here than Just for Kickz fans, and those fans must be feeling happy. This is a great game one for them. That chaotic playstyle favoring them a lot more here than it is Just for Kickz, and you get the sense that that's the style they've been going for all season long, as now Troupe will come in front. Just for Kickz can't get the shot on net. In front, H-Ken doesn't have it. It's a clear for Atomic Wrist. It is hat-trick. 3 goals. Atomic Wrist firing on point. Team Ignition Academy leaving nothing to be desired. Leaving nothing behind. With how these teams have been playing, you'd think it'd be Ignition Academy. It'd be the one to get caught overcommitting first, but turns out it's the exact other direction. Just for Kickz. They're the ones who trying to push a lot here, trying to make something happen. Is now in front. Savage. Oh, he gets it away. A great dribble as well. Some Great use of mechanics to get that ball out. It was a scary play in front of the net. It's so easy to panic in those positions. Yeah, he somehow finds a way to keep his composure. Get that ball out. Keep the shutout here. As Ignition Academies now looking for what would be goal number 5. It's Effico. Off to the corner. Effico in front for Savage. That one saved by Bobby V. Just for Kickz. Trying to find one goal. Any goal. Something to remind them that they still have, some hope in the series. It hasn't happened now. It hasn't happened ever. That one's wide. H-Skin. What a block from Effico. Great chances for Just for Kickz, but they can't score. And now they've overcommitted again. Atomic wrist. It's 4 for 5. 80% shooting. This man cannot be stopped. Team Ignition Academy with a 5th goal this game. Things are off the tracks here for Just for Kickz. Ignition Academy, what a start they've had so far this season. Again, 4-0. Only one series going to Game 5. They've had, I'll add it to that 2 sweeps, 1 Game 4. They've had their fair share of tough battles, but against teams like Just for Kickz, they've always seemed to find a way to get the advantage. Still, though, the second half of the season's going to be the tougher half for them. There's some very scary teams that are fighting for that number 1 spot with them. Wins like this against Just for Kickz, it's really a good way to build momentum, to let people know these guys that these guys mean business. They're not going to let it be very easy here for their opponents to catch up to them. As Effico. Here by Atomic Wrist, Bobby V. This one bouncing. Savage doesn't have it. Bobby V couldn't find the shot on the end of it. Just for Kickz. They're getting glimpses, looks at the net. They're staring at it as well. So many times you see them place the ball in front. They just can't get the final tap, though. It's just out of their reach. That first goal of the series for them. I feel like they're going to get a goal at some point with how they're playing. But it may not be here on Manfield night in game number 1. As Atomic. Bobby V will send it out. Double commit there as Savage and Effico both went for it, but this one staying up for Just for Kickz. Time will run out though, and this ball will hit the ground. Ignition Academy will start the series off in their favor. A 5-0 game 1. This is, quite the start for a team. We'll see how quickly they're and how eager they are to get this one back underway. The ones who, in a way, are coming in kind of cold. They were the ones who had to delay the series, actually. One of the players was not available until a few minutes after. As you're saying in their chat, Lilo, Ignition Masterclass, I would agree with that. And a lot of it is just, Ignition all over the place, just finding chaos, finding offenses. 4 goals for Atomic Wrist, 3 assists for Savage. Again, it's a chaotic style, but it's controlled chaos here from Ignition Academy. It doesn't feel like they're out of their league. Going into game 2, we'll see if they can continue that as hopefully Savage will join. He will, okay, for a second I thought we'd have to reset, but he's in and he's ready. Game number 2 is Just for Kickz. Trying to reclaim some comfortability. They found it. Bobby V with goal number 1. Savage joined in late. He didn't help his team with the kickoff, and that is a huge miss. Bobby V will take that one for free. The first goal of the series for Just for Kickz. And I said at some point they would do it. Obviously, they did it a lot earlier than I think they expected them to do it. Only 1 goal, and Ignition are going to almost find an answer. Effico, the drop down. He tried to slow it past Roselle, but it'll be Atomic Wrist to have it. Here he goes. Atomic Wrist, Atomic with the flip reset. Oh, he almost got that. Roselle keeps it out. As now Ignition overcommit. Here's Bobby V. That's his 2nd. And Ignition Academy with the rotational issues starting to catch on here as Savage and Effico. Nobody jumped at that. One of those players where you just can't give it away. It's a free shot for Just for Kickz. They're not missing those chances. For Ignition Academy, I think they now, at this point, need to take a breather, slow things down. And I think they get a bit carried away with themselves. So easy for teams at this level to get a bit overconfident midway through the season and to not really try to improve in any way. Ignition. They're gonna have to make sure they prove that they are still well and truly in this game. It's a bad start, maybe. This first minute comes and goes just for Kickz with 2 goals on the and against that Ignition side so far. And for number 3 with Rizal, Effico, H-Can, Amick will hold the front post. And now Effico trying to find the clear. Rizal, Savage, still moving upfield is Savage, but H-Can in the midfield. Effico to shoot. Rizal will keep it out. Ignition Academy left in the midfield. A miss there. Should be H-Can's goal. It will be. Ignition Academy again. The rotation falling apart. Savage left with almost no boost to spare. He misses it completely. And you know what I actually hurt about that play the most? The fact that Effico believed that he had it. Effico pushed up. He had full faith in his teammate to get to that ball. Ignition Academy, a masterclass from game 1, but this is a disaster class here in game 2. He needs something. Any goal, any play to get him back in it. This is a game that just started off badly and has only gotten worse. Team so consistent, so confident. It's a surprising collapse here as inside only 2 minutes, 4 goals just for Kickz, and again Savage. I really don't know what that touch was there for. And again, the disaster class here for Ignition Academy continues as just so many strange decisions you just don't expect players of their caliber to make. A lot of mistakes, 4-goal difference. Ignition, they have any sort of answer, any sort of response. It feels like they've almost given up at this point. Not the mentality you want to have coming into game 2 when you start your series off 5-0. Ignition. Can just sort of break out. Savage, no boost. Effico will get to it though. The dribble play from Effico. Looking for something. He's got it. He's going. Double. Effico. To bring some confidence back. Ignition Academy. Boy, oh boy, they needed that desperately. A goal at a perfect time. Effico puts it in the double tap. But for Ignition, half the game to go, and that's a big giveaway. Ooh, but it will be stopped, and again, they're looking to try to make some sort of a comeback. Atomic wrist, it's an open net, and he has not missed those. He won't start here. A second one for Ignition, and suddenly this game has just completely changed. Overcommit for just for Kickz. It's not the first time they've been caught doing that. It almost feels like it won't be the last. They've tried it so many times. Savage now at the kickoff, looking for a double himself! He's done it! Savage with a double tap! And all of a sudden, it's a 1-goal difference! Off the kickoff! No hesitation! And in the span of 30 or so seconds, what was a 4-0 lead is now a 4-3 lead, but just for Kickz just holding on at this point. Ignition Academy have brought it back. The offense showing, but the defense still not there. Another mistake from Savage. And this one, it's really gonna hurt because he knows that's one he could be saving. But again, he's left on no boost. Savage, a couple times this game has been caught wasting those boost pads. You always hear those high-level players tell you, boost pads are everything in this game. I think Savage, he's learning very clearly that he needs to start focusing a little more on it. It's just for Kickz. Gonna reclaim some lost territory. Only a 2-goal lead at this point with 2 minutes to go. Ignition, demoed in the midfield. H-Can can't shoot that one. A Savage again left on absolutely nothing. As Effico will clear. Oh, but him and Savage on the same play, but Savage still shooting. H-Can, the block. Stopped by Effico, who'll pop it up for Atomic Wrist. Ignition waiting for the opportunity, but they can't wait too long. Time is running out. Need to create offense quickly. A Savage. The corner leaves it for Effico. That one just going to move by the back post. Ignition just throwing it in the midfield, but nobody's there to answer. Savage won't read this one. Neither will Effico. Look at that block. And oh, Savage looking for a Cookshire pinch. It's not the right way to go on that, though. There'll be actually a free touch here. Just for Kickz, won it. Rizal nearly able to tuck it under the crossbar and in the line. Is now only a minute. Ignition. You know, a resurgence in the middle of the game. 3 goals in quick succession. They still need 2 more. As Effico leaving it. Atomic wrist, the flick. Bobby V with the block. Effico calls for it himself to the back wall. H-Ken will get it away, but not all that far as Atomic still with it. Ignition though, not making the most of their time, but here's Atomic! Oh, what a save from Bobby V! Gets his body in the way. And another clear for Just for Kickz, just looking to get rid of the ball. Savage. Then having a bit of an off game here, he's trying to find something to bring his team back as Effico in the midfield. Atomic wrist won't be able to get there. Ignition still challenging with Savage. Atomic. Tapped off to the sidewall as Effico trying to put it in front. He's hit it against the wall. Ignition running out of time. A chance for Savage. Looking for something. He's got it. The dribble off the ceiling. Team Ignition Academy. 2 seconds left to see if they can tie the game. Ignition Savage finds the play. Hope flickering, but it may not hold for long. The kickoff dunked away. And Ignition won't be able to get to it easily as that hits the ground off the crossbar. Just for Kickz will hold on to game 2. 4 goals in that side that first minute. That's what determined this game. Ignition. The rest of the game felt like they're the ones in control, but a 4-goal comeback is just so tough to make. It was just a lot of Ignition getting flustered off that kickoff, not really paying attention. Something you can't afford to do if you're Ignition in this situation. You're the best team in your group. Can't let those get against you here as we go into game number 3. Again, what I saw from Team Ignition Academy was still strong in game 2. Just cannot give it away in that first minute so easily. Momentum seeming to be a bigger and bigger factor in this series as we go on. Ignition would love to start off this game with it. For now, they're going to defend here as H-Ken wide. Rizal, that's in! And it's a goal for Just for Kickz. Another early start here. 12 seconds of the game 3. This is going to become a bigger and bigger issue for them. Again, Ignition, the rotation falls apart far too easily. And it feels like they're starting to just kind of hesitate on these touches, hesitate on these plays. They're second-guessing themselves more and more. You can't afford to do it here as now a chance for a second. Effico, great save. We'll get him on Bobby as well. Now looking for Savage. Great chance. Shot on. Rizal doesn't have it! And it's Savage to the defense. Team Ignition Academy was scored on early. They'll fire back with a response. And it comes from Ignition Savage. A big answer at a big moment. Well, Just for Kickz at this early start, and now Ignition clapping back. Ooh, Rizal with a great stop. But Atomic, second effort, double. Ooh, he's just gone wide. Ignition starting to throw some mechanical plays in here, really testing that Just for Kickz backline. Rizal, at least 2 or 3 saves already this game. Not a good start for Just for Kickz if you're playing less panicky on the back line. They are going to find offense. Not for long, though. Effico. One touch to himself, looking to fake it into Bobby V, but Bobby V, no intentions of waiting there. As now, it's Atomic. Rizal to the corner. In front of the clear is Rizal. Effico. Infield from H-Ken. Atomic wrist. Great first touch from Atomic. He can find another one. Still going as Atomic. He's gone off the post and wide. Ignition holding total control right now on offense, on the midfield, on everything it feels. They haven't been able to break through into that final third so easily. That's where they really are struggling right now. Just for Kickz. And they get the clear again. Rizal. Savage again left on nothing, and I'm seriously starting to consider whether or not Savage just doesn't pick up boost. He's been on zero far too often when the ball gets to him. He's very fortunate that Atomic Wrist and Ethico don't seem to have the same issue. There's now Vizel. Off to the corner. Great first touch from Ethico, but it will go straight to Hkin. Still Ethico with it. A high touch. And now he's got a chance to shoot it. Look for the bottom left. He's kept away as another one from Ignition where he's still on zero boost. I don't know if this guy does pick up boost, but he'll pick up that corner, that sidewall. He can hold it for a little while. As now a shot on target from Just for Kickz. Well, it's not actually going to be on target. A big missed opportunity off the crossbar. It's now in field. Savage missing that one. Atomic and Ethico both challenging us now. Trying to find a dunk is Atomic Wrist. Still Just for Kickz on. Vizel saved by Ethico as Savage next up to clear. Atomic Wrist, well, we'll let Ethico take this one. Ignition Academy, another solo play from Ethico. He doesn't have a lot of boost to flip reset attempt, but Vizel early to challenge it. And oh my goodness, a miss! Hkin a whiff! Team Ignition Academy, that's the lead! And it comes from Savage as just right off the sidewall, just throws to the net. It's one of those plays that it feels so routine so often, but Hkin does not read the bounce. Ignition Academy gifted the lead for free. Now, Just for Kickz. And they've done well to hold this game close, but they are playing a bit too much defense, I think, even for their liking. Against a team like Ignition, they're perfectly fine with holding the offense for as long as they can. Especially now that they're in the search for a third goal to give themselves some extra breathing room. As Ethico, the back pass, but Atomic won't get there. This one missed. Bobby V can't get the follow-up touch. And Ignition Academy will get this one away as Savage, no boost, just trying to flip his way to an Atomic Wrist through the midfield, demoed for his efforts, but he'll give Ignition an offense. Ethico wide of the net. Hkin to clear, but he's panicked on it. Atomic Wrist going to the back wall. Just for Kickz. Scary. They're waiting on the back line. As Atomic Wrist shot does go wide. Still Ignition holding the pressure. Ethico going to net. Bobby V will keep it out. Ran out of boost. Savage using everything he has just to go upfield. Atomic Wrist dunked by Hkin. Bobby V trying to fight with Savage here. Hkin. Atomic. Big clear away as Vizel with no boost. He's missed it, but Bobby V will get there. Hold your breath, chat. This game getting very intense. Just for Kickz. Moving up to offense. Atomic doesn't have it, but he will get the clear, and that's going to be Ignition Academy on offense. Atomic now by himself. The flick, the fake, going to net. He's found it. Atomic Wrist through the Just for Kickz back line. A dribble looking for the breezy. He fakes it instead. The follow-up touch gets over, and Hkin can't get enough on it. Team Ignition Academy insurance finally inside the final 30 seconds. Just for Kickz scored in the first 12 seconds of this game. They haven't scored since. Now their offense will need to find some time, but they won't get it. Atomic Wrist, another goal from him. A lofted touch soars up and under the crossbar. Team Ignition Academy, surely that will secure match point for them. As they will go to Utopia Coliseum. Ignition, I mean, they've won in 3-1s before. Could be another series where they win. They will look to keep their undefeated record alive, but Just for Kickz, it's a game that's going to have them really scratching their head. I'm sure, at least in their opinion, Game 2 was a strong performance, but you saw after that first kind of start, things all fell apart for them. Again, Ignition, they're bringing the offense, they're bringing that pressure, that scary play. You can't shake them off so easily. And again, it's that offense that's really making the difference. It's pulling things through for them. We'll see when these teams want to ready up. Both of them taking some time. And we'll be patient. We'll wait on when they are ready. Now, man, what a match that was. One of those things where you hold your breath, you wait in anticipation. These teams taking that whole minute to relax, try to reset that momentum. Now they go into game number 4, where Ignition Academy, chance is theirs to win the series here. They came in strong. They want to end the same way. Their offense has been untouchable compared to Just for Kickz. Will this be the game? Allow their record to advance from 4-0 to 5-0. Well, it's 5 minutes in this one to find out, at least for now, if they can do it here in regulation. But they're not going to start off that way as an open net. Bobby V was 16 seconds in. And Just for Kickz always finding these early strikes. I love the aggression they've really brought there. Some great challenges. Savage, well, I don't know where he was going. He did not see Bobby V's pressure. That is a gimme shot there, right in front of the net. Ignition, it's up to them to recover from that. We've seen them do it so many times before. Look to do it again, and the player that's really did it last game was Savage. His defense has been quite abysmal this series, but his offense has been something to look at. As Atomic, he actually wants you to think of him. The shot from him goes in. Atomic Wrist bringing the offense too. A great shot there. It's up high. It's not an easy read. Especially with how slowly the ball's going. To get power on it. Not an easy thing to do, but he finds enough to hit it high and to hit it out of range for Just for Kickz. Ignition Academy still searching, and info touch Ethico. Atomic Wrist will keep it out, and again, Just for Kickz, that back line's gonna be tough to break. We saw last game how tough it was to even get a play on them. Ignition need more, but Atomic Wrist, he's got it! Another breakaway chance, and whenever Atomic Wrist is on top of the ball in those plays, there's only one answer and one solution, and that is he's going to score. He will find a way through. A 2-1 lead, Team Ignition Academy find the opening. Just for Kickz. Gonna slide one there to sneak it past Atomic Wrist, but he won't give it easily. Bobby V now. Second touch, going in from the goal line. No one from Ignition Academy was in a challenge, and they were both, I think, looking for the boost, and not a great position. Again, the rotation from Ignition Academy is one that falls apart at times. They haven't had it hurt them all that much at all this match, or even the season, really, with their record. You need to play very carefully as Ethico straight to Hken. Will be Ignition Academy clear. Atomic, another open net, another breakaway chance, and that's his third. 3 shots, 3 goals. Atomic Wrist, untouchable this series. To give him an inch, he'll take a mile. Ignition Academy just letting Atomic Wrist break out and do what he does best. That is, simply put, just putting the ball on target in the goal, away from Just for Kickz' line. Really, again, it has been Atomic Wrist to lead the charge. Well, I've mentioned a lot about Savage's great offense. I would be very lying if I said Atomic Wrist wasn't playing as well, if not even better. His shooting has been impossible to beat, and at this level, shooting like that can make the difference. As Bobby V, an open net miss. That should have been a goal for Just for Kickz. It should have been 3-2. Instead, now Ignition going the other way. Atomic, Savage, just wide of the net as Bobby V looks for it out. Ethico, again, just wide. We'll get the demo on Roselle. Long side rotation. Academy trying to clear it away. Savage missed! Oh, but Ethico, the right place at the right time, will keep this one out. It's a fortunate position for Ethico. He saves Savage's mistake. Just for Kickz. Still playing defensively here. Savage. Back wall to the corner now. In front for Ethico. Atomic Wrist wants to challenge on that back post, you can tell. Great hesitation there, great poise to not go for it when he knows that if he does miss, it's an open net the other way. We'll go for the flip reset here. Epic go. It's cleared away as Rizal jumping, searching for the shot, but Atomic Wrist won't give it to him. Kickz still searching as Atomic doesn't have it. He fell off the back wall, and it's just for Kickz. Bobby V looking to keep them in his second of the game. Atomic, simply put, just fell. Leaves that wide open. The door is there for Bobby V, and he will take it. Team Ignition Academy. Facing against a Just for Kickz side that has some new hope installed in them. I believe that they can come back. They can make it happen. That they can take the series. Ignition need this. If they want to take the series, they got to slow them down one way or another. He'll be with the goal. Savage. Long touch. Rizal keeps it down and taps it down for Bobby V as Ethico going by himself. The corner. Ethico to Savage. Rizal will put himself in the way. Team Ignition Academy searching upfield again. Rizal. Ethico. Just for Kickz. In a 1-3 record, they're nowhere near the top 4 at this point, and they're really trying to take their chance here. H-Ken will walk in on it. An easy net for him as Bobby V given free space. Fakes up both players. They're thinking he's got enough boost to shoot that. He does, and he goes for the 50. He sets up H-Ken beautifully. Ignition Academy, the momentum starting to catch up to them here. A tie game. As Atomic Wrist can't get the outplay as Rizal going for it himself. Savage beaten, but Atomic Wrist won't be. Ethico gets the clear. It will be Just for Kickz to get back to it. Ethico putting on the forecheck. In front, Savage, the chance. Bobby V will take it. Atomic Wrist, another shot. This one going! Atomic Wrist's fourth! 100% shooting, and boy, Ignition Academy need that kind of shooting right now from Atomic Wrist. The lead is theirs again. 34 seconds to go. The undefeated side holding on to this 1-goal lead now. 34 seconds to keep it. Ethico wants a fifth. Gets past Bobby V. They're looking for the bump on front. Atomic Wrist couldn't put it on. Savage challenge. H-Ken open backfield, but he doesn't get the chance. Just for Kickz still on offense. Time's running out though, as Ethico gets past Bobby V. 1v1 Ethico. Couldn't get it away, and Ignition still playing defense as Savage to the corner. H-Ken doesn't have it, but Bobby V will. Infield, in front. Atomic Wrist will clear. This will hit the ground. Ignition Academy will take the series 3-1. Their record is still undefeated, a 5-0. This last game. Man, that was a game full of drama until the very end. Atomic Wrist, 4 goals on his first 4 shots. He had 5 total that game. What a showing. A one-man rush, if you will call it that. What a start to the night. This is, this is kind of our opening matchup. It's not even the match with the most on the line here. Yet somehow, my goodness, what a match. Ignition Academy returning to the stream, and what a win in it. These guys, again, having such an incredible season so far. All those Ignition fans in chat, and there's a lot of you probably feeling very happy because of that. Again, what a match. Again, it's one that, oh yeah, just has so much on the line, so much, I guess, emotion on it. You could really tell. It may not be the biggest series of the, for this Ignition Academy team, but every series matters, especially again with the final weeks being as scary as they look to be. I mean, after this week, Week 6, they play Skyward Black. Week 7, they play Ecliptic Soul. So, again, they play against the other teams up there at the top of the league with them. These wins matter. Again, what a match that was. They'll be so excited. Again, they should be feeling very happy as we look at our schedule. Once again, all you Ignition fans, if you guys want to stick around, we've got some even more high-intense matches, I think, coming up. 135 Fate taking on BikiniBottomStrykers and Demonic Phantoms. Troupe. After that next series, determining who will go to the top 8 bracket for the Skyward series and who will have to settle with the wild card. Again, what a match. What a series. Yeah, there will be back-to-back Skyward series matchups. But now, again, this is our only backline match of the night. Boy, what a series this has been. As I'm going to make sure we get our next series up as soon as we can. But again, we'll take a little break. When we come back, that Premier GC2, GC3 action coming up with 100x Fate on one side, and on as that #1 seed against the BikiniBottomStrykers on the other, the #2 seed. I have to determine the #1 overall team in Skyward in their group, and the team that will go to the top 8 bracket. For now, again, thank you all so much for joining on. We'll be back very soon with 100x Fate, BikiniBottomStrykers after this quick break. Hello everyone. Welcome back to the sportiest stream. Nice to see you all again. Quick break. Now we're back. We've got more action, but let's take a look at our schedule again. Before we get to our next matchup, we just saw Just for Kickz Team Ignition Academy with the Ignition Academy side keeping their undefeated record alive, a 3-1 win. Now we'll have our next match, our next Fate, part of the 135 Esports organization, and BikiniBottomStrykers, part of Striker Esports. Seen Fate before, we've actually even seen a lot of the BikiniBottomStrykers players before, as well as we look at that schedule. Will be a GC2, GC3 level matchup. Again, Fate, the last time we saw Fate on the Sporty stream was during the Rivals Cup, I believe. Back when they made it through the upper bracket and made it into that final bracket, I believe. He got to the top 4 before they went out. He had a very good run there. BikiniBottomStrykers, you'll recognize a lot of these guys. Camo, Freezy, as having been players back on Digital Threat. Last time we saw those two, was back in June. They played Team Cypher Violet in the AGL GC2 GC3 quarterfinals. Back on the stream again, but this time on BikiniBottomStrykers, and this time in a whole different in a not too dissimilar situation, but this one not with anybody's season on the line. Next 25 Fate are 7-0. BikiniBottomStrykers 6-1, the first and second seeds of their respective group. And if you guys know anything about Skyward series, you know again that the #1 overall team will automatically make the top 8 bracket. The teams ranked 2 through 5 go to the wild card. So actually, this match determines who makes it to the main event. To the main event automatically, and who goes to the wild card. Big match in that sense for these sides here. And for Fate, again, they have a 7-0 record, but if they lose here, that record will not matter. They will drop to BikiniBottomStrykers. Lose if BikiniBottomStrykers lose, and obviously Fate, they'll end off their season perfect. The 8-0 record, they'll be going to the main event. Having had a beautiful season so far. There have been other teams again that have also gotten that Metallic Esports actually who won that. Who was actually the team that was under 1UP Gaming who won the Rivals Cup tournament. That team is also 8-0 actually in this league. Also joining them is Phoenix United Volterra, which is another very scary team. Phoenix United have and some very scary teams at this. But for now, again, Fate, BikiniBottomStrykers is. Hello in chat, Jesus. How you doing? Welcome in. How you there? Nice to see you again. All of you are doing well. We'll get the get that prediction poll up for you all. Our next Fate. BikiniBottomStrykers. BA. How are you? I'm doing great, man. We just had a great series again. Ignition Academy winning over Just for Kickz 3-1. Now I'll have next Fate BikiniBottomStrykers. Will be an pretty insane best 5. This is probably the most high-profile match of the night. Again, just because of what is on the line. Again, this reminder, this determines #1 seed. If Fate loses and BikiniBottomStrykers win, BikiniBottomStrykers will take that #1 seed. Except there is one caveat to that. BikiniBottomStrykers cannot go to Game 5. If they go to Game 5, no matter if they win or lose, Fate will be the #1 overall team. I didn't mention that. Doesn't sound so nice when you mentioned it on the the pre-game, but I will let you know this. If it goes to Game 5, Fate will make that main event no matter what happens, because game differential is the main qualifier and not head-to-head. So, and it would mean they'd be going to a game differential plus 17. If the BottomStrykers go to a game differential plus 15, Fate would be at the #1 seed because of that. So, Fate just cannot lose in Game 4 or Game 3. Obviously, they're looking just to get the win. They don't care about this matchup. They want to win. They want to have a perfect season. You can't blame them. It's a perfect, a perfect season. The right way to, go to that main event. One of the scariest teams there. Nobody can seem to stop you. With this Fate side, they've had, very few changes overall since we've last seen them. It's a lot of the same players in Crypto, Souls, Mako, Noki. And again, with them having been teammates for a good while now, that chemistry is going to be a pretty big pointer to look at for this team's success. And with that, again, so many teams, it takes them a little while to find each other. I remember the first time I saw them, they looked very awkward. They, weren't fully there together. obviously. We're doing a lot better now that we're able to have that time to get used to each other. And again, we'll look to get things put out here. As again, I'm gonna wait for these guys. As soon as they're in, we'll be good to go. Apologies on the wait that we do have here. The prediction poll is live, so want to go for it and get your votes in, and you have the ability to do so. Again, hopefully all of you are having a good time. As actually, I should probably mention who BikiniBottomStrykers did lose to. They're 6-1. They only lost coming to Adrenaline White, I believe. Let me see. What is it? Is that their only loss? It was, yeah, week 1, a 3-1 loss to Adrenaline White, which a team that NRX Fate did sweep win. Fate themselves had some issues. I think they went to Game 5 against... I want to say they went to Game 5 against Invicta Knights, but I could be wrong. Nope, sorry, Striker Wash was the team they went to Game 5 against. A team that's ranked number 7 that won't even be making the playoffs. Again, for Fate and BikiniBottomStrykers, they've had good seasons, but they have had their off days. Let's see which team playing better here tonight. What will be a best of 5. And the end of the big season here for the Skyward series. Can't believe the 8-week season is already over. It feels like just yesterday when they started. It really does. Oh well. As quickly, let me put something in. Yep. There we go. Sorry about that, everybody. Just plug something in there. And hopefully you all are just kind of having a good time, relaxing. It's been an interesting day. And we're just waiting on any updates here on these teams. As soon as they're in, we'll be good to go. Again, just give me a moment. We'll see if we can get verify that everybody's in. As soon as we get the okay here, they'll be good to go. As for now, again, thank you for joining Skyward Series premiere action here on the Sportiest stream. I'm happy that all of you are tuning in for what will be a very good matchup. As everybody is in, actually everybody just told me they're in, so good to go here. The best of 5 series. Reminder, this determines the #1 overall seed. Whoever wins will take over. Whoever loses will have to go to the wild card. The whole season comes down to this. Just this. One match, maybe even one moment, determines everything. Our next Fate on the blue. We've seen them before. BikiniBottomStrykers, a long time since we've seen Camo and Freezy on the same team. And yet, these guys have had some great seasons so far, but only one of them can automatically qualify for the top 8 final bracket. 8 perfect season, a 7-0 record. Still, BikiniBottomStrykers stand in their way. This match, it's really just anybody's here. Both these teams, it's up to them to give themselves that #1 overall seed. And for Fates, again, have been teammates now for a good couple months. You know, working together. How will they find things? Well, they're not starting off well, that's for sure. BikiniBottomStrykers nearly sneaking that one under them. It will go the other way as Souls, the flick! He's got that one! A missed opportunity on one side will be Fate's chance on the other. And this one is not missing the target anytime soon. Souls will take it. On 100x Fate, again of the 135 organization that has been on the stream so many times before. They'll be the first ones to put that in the back of the net. BikiniBottomStrykers, team on orange, trying to break out. They've got their chances, but they didn't score it now. They might be having to play payback for it as Camo, just getting that one out as Crypto tried to jump in and take it away. Breezy. Great flick over Noki. Up is Souls, and I mean, I remember one of my earliest criticisms of this Fate team in the past was that it felt like it was Crypto's team and nothing else. Again, with time, how have Noki, how has Souls, how has Mako been able to work with this roster? How have they been able to allow this roster to be more balanced, one that has 3 scary players? Well, a lot of it just seems to be coming from the passing off the corner. As Crypto sends it in field, Souls won't be missing that chance. And a second one goes in for Fate. A 2-goal lead. A little under 3.5 minutes to go here. Next Fate with a perfect start. Again, again for Fate, they'll be happy that they're starting off this way because it's a match that could be pretty high pressure for some teams, especially knowing what's on the line, especially knowing that the wildcard is no safe place to be as a team. And Fate, they really don't want to go there. This is a 3rd goal from them. They're not even letting me speak. As Crypto finds his first of the series, it's quick, deft touches. BikiniBottomStrykers, well, they're really struggling to keep up to this 100x Fate pace. Fate no stranger to sweeping their opponents, but again, as I mentioned, they've had tough times. Again, the other striker team in this group, Striker Wash, the team that won't be making to the playoffs, they had to go to Game 5 to beat them, so expect again BikiniBottomStrykers to bring some pretty good offense in return. But now it's Fate holding control as Souls. It's there, Freezy sends it for Whitlock. And Whitlock, it's open! Noki's missed, but he does not get the shot on. Crypto saves, Souls stops Camo. Fate's awkward, Noki, only a light touch, but it will be BikiniBottomStrykers. You can't score off of it. As Freezy takes the air. Low boost, just trying to fake out Fate, but eventually they catch on to his trick. And they'll now go on offense. No, get a shoot. Whitlock to block it. 100x Fate. Trying to continue that offensive style they've already been going with. As Souls, infield, Crypto jumps off the crossbar. Fate still searching. Another infield pass. Souls to Noki. That one blocked by Freezy. BikiniBottomStrykers, it feels like they're playing inside of a blender right now. They're being kind of thrown in for a loop, running back and forth and back again so often on this back line. They really can't seem to break out so easily as Souls now looking in front to Noki and Crypto, but both of them jumped, and that's going to be an overcommit that BikiniBottomStrykers should be able to break out because of. Freezy, but on target, Crypto will clear. Souls continuing the play. Now he'll look for a touch upfield. Souls, Camo in the midfield. Noki will be there first. Still BikiniBottomStrykers with the ball. Souls, it's a miss! It's an open chance there, but that shot goes well wide. You had to think that Freezy was meant to be the recipient of that play. I don't think he recognized that. Next Fate, well, that's a huge play that they're going to survive. Missed opportunity for the Striker Esports team. Crypto trying to find the clear. Whitlock. Souls with a save. Still Souls holding on to the ball. He's got it. Noki waiting. The pitch! That's just gone off the back post. Crypto. Follow-up is stopped by Camo. 100x Fate. Went for something a little bit more unorthodox. And it nearly works for them. The shooting has suddenly stopped for Fate. They've had to deal with a lot more pressure from BikiniBottomStrykers, but part of the reason why the shooting has stopped is because they don't have to shoot anymore. They're letting the time do the rest of the work for them. As Crypto trying to find the clear. It'll be Camo. Stay with the ball. Less than 30 seconds left. It already feels like this is Fate's game to take. The BikiniBottomStrykers at this point. How do you get yourselves on a good start here? Going to game number 2, because right now this is not it. This is definitely not it. A barrage of shots from Fate, and it's tough to keep out every single one of them. Is Noki with a light touch. Just enough to get through the last line of defense. And Hendrix Fate, a great start for them. A start that is full of the aggression you expect on the mechanics you want to see, but a lot more teamwork than I remember this team using in the past, and there's a reason why these guys have gotten better. We found out it's just a lot more even how they're playing as Noki. Gonna find, Souls trying to find Noki. Now back to Souls. In front for Noki! Give and go again! Hendrix Fate make it 5. Right now this team just on point. Cannot miss Hendrix Fate. Beautiful work in game 1. This is the start you want from them. This ball eventually will hit the ground. It's Fate's win. And not just that, a win that's full of incredible offense, domination, plays. If you're a 100x35 fan, this is the Fate you want to see tonight. Again, there's not much you can really say about it that they're already, I'm sure, talking about themselves. That was what you want to see. As we'll move into game 2 here, and we'll see if maybe Hendrix Fate can continue that kind of play again. Game 1, an absolute masterclass on offense. 5 goals on 13 shots. BikiniBottomStrykers shutouts. Hendrix Fate, that's what you'll want to see again from them. A team that, again, has been dominant all season long, bringing the domination here to the series. Now in the game number 2, it's the same masters again. Hendrix Fate, potential to get match point, and with how game 1 looked, gonna be a real tough battle here for BikiniBottomStrykers if they want anything to grab onto this series. Gonna have to find it soon, because Fate, they're not gonna be slowing down anytime in the near future, because this is a team that, I mean, this is at momentum. I mean, they're not a team I think that's super momentum based from my time seeing them. They're not super momentum based. Team I expect to continue to have strong results and strong positions. Just need to continue that kind of play style. The team that, you know, is consistent. You know how they're going to play. You generally don't deviate from it too much. A high offense, high mechanical style, obviously with some team plays mixed in to add some doubt. They have worked well with it, but the BikiniBottomStrykers, can they slow them down in any way possible? It feels like it's the only way to really stop Fate is to just literally slow down this team one way or another. Not an easy thing to do when they're just a go mentality. Maybe the demos will do it. Whitlock getting 1, but Souls stops him in the midfield. Whitlock, what a redirect. That's going to go all the way back. Crypto holding control. He'll be challenged by Freezy. Noki, the sidewall. Camo sends it back in. Crypto holding control. He's a scary player, Crypto, and he's found a great play. Noki's got the dunk, and Hendrix Fate create the offense once again. Camo's touch couldn't go far, and this is why Crypto's so scary. Because out of nowhere, he'll throw a play like that at you, and there's nothing you can do to stop it. The game continues on. 100x Fate showing you what they got. Now Noki, the double flip reset. He stops him short of the back of the ball. Crypto waiting back. A smart decision not to challenge there, but he will go here. It's Camo waiting back. Crypto has the demo, but Whitlock getting it closer to the net. Freeze, look for the re-jump. Souls recognize it. He'll clear it away. He's still having to hold their back line, but a lot of these plays from them just smart, decisive challenges. It's the reason why these guys are just seemingly so fast. It's not because they literally are fast, although they are quite literally pretty fast and good at holding boost. No, a lot of it is the fact that, again, they're decisive. They'll go for it when they know they can, and they don't have to usually second guess themselves, but they will there. Camo ties it up. Crypto, simply put, just doesn't get the touch he wants there, and it leaves Noki in an awkward position. Souls having just come back from that boost spawn. Not a great play for him. Not a great position for him to be to make that save. Eric's Fate. I'm meeting a BikiniBottomStrykers answer. And I think now maybe it's starting to realize just how tough this Bikini Bottom team will be. They're definitely going to bring a battle to them. Fate, though, I mean, they look like the better team so far. They've been all over the field. But their offense still hasn't found the extra play. But okay, he's got it! Noki! Drop it down! The bombs are raining! And it's 100x Fates who are holding them! A massive double tap! This one goes to Noki! Another Fate. I told you, out of nowhere, the mechanics come, and you don't expect it. That's when they become the scariest! But Freezy's got an answer! A demo on the back line! That net is wide open! BikiniBottomStrykers find another effort! Whitlock removes the defense. Freezy puts it in the net. Fate still searching now, looking for another response. Crypto in for Noki, drop down for Souls. What a pass! That's beautiful from Fate. No questions, only answers. Fate takes the lead again. Fate, they're holding the cards. What do they say? It feels like those cards of Fate are predicting their win. Noki, the fake, trying to put it under. Freezy's getting there in time. This game all of a sudden has gotten a lot more intense. As Fate's chance for Noki, jumping for it, but Whitlock will meet him. Now Souls looking in the infield for Crypto. The shot on, he's missed, but Noki puts in the follow through. 100x Fate. Another chance, another goal! And it's 2 in the lead! Freezy the answer! That's off the post! BikiniBottomStrykers just that little bit away from having put one goal right back at him. Noki! Pass off to Crypto! Freezy's trying to send it down for Whitlock, but Souls will be there. Fate! Looking to take game 2 like they did game 1. Their defense now starting to really feel that pressure. Under pressure, maybe Fate turn to diamonds. Noki, stopped by Freezy, short of the midfield, and Crypto overcommitted. Gamma going for goal! He's got it! BikiniBottomStrykers, 59 seconds left. Only 1 goal is needed. A breakaway chance for Camo. Crypto pushed up too far. Camo trying to take it. Souls, I missed that one for a moment. We'll get enough of it. BikiniBottomStrykers bringing the offense. Camo, it's a shot. Oh no, he's kept it off the line. Whitlock can't get the follow through. Fate survives somehow. And now the dribble from Crypto. Precious seconds off the clock. Freezy gets past Souls. Crypto won't challenge. Noki's there, but Camo in front for Whitlock. The shoot to go. Crypto, not a hard save. Less than 30 seconds now. Fate communicating to get that one out. Freezy demoed as well. Noki gets rid of 2. Crypto to end it. Whitlock gets the block there. He stands his ground, but Fate's still holding on. A back pass. Noki, will he get there? Whitlock, the dunk. This one going in front to Camo, maybe. Oh, what a save. Crypto keeps it out. And Fate will look to end it. BikiniBottomStrykers, they keep it alive. Crypto, Freezy. Bikini Bottom, Whitlock, going to goal again. Noki and Sivo can't end it there. Camo in front. Crypto to clear. This hits the ground. 100x Fate take game 2. A roller coaster of emotions. But it's their game. It's their match point. What an ending! BikiniBottomStrykers must have thought they had it. They kept it so close this game. Fate still an offensive powerhouse, but I mean the shots felt a little more even. Still 16 shots to 11. Fate still winning on the quantity of shots, but my goodness, BikiniBottomStrykers bringing the quality here. Those last second plays, some incredible saves off the goal line. I can't believe Fate was able to do that. We go into game 3 on Eric's Fate. They've guaranteed a #1 overall spot, but they still want this win. At this point, it's all been confirmed for them. BikiniBottomStrykers, they can't get the #1 overall seed anymore, but Fate still, they wanted a perfect season. This is the game to see if they can do it. Souls. The ceiling, looking for the ceiling shot, but Camo will get the block on it. BikiniBottomStrykers again, feeling that Fate pressure. Crypto, saved by Whitlock off his own net. He had the free jump of that shot. Fate bringing the offense. I mean, just gotta think about how much confidence this team must have in themselves after that Game 1 performance. Crypto trying to find the clear. Whitlock. Demoed by Crypto. Noki. The flick looking infield. Freezy wants it away. Emma was looking for a reader, trying to skim the ball, but Souls will not let him get to it. His Fate still searching. Noki. Towards the goal will be met by Whitlock. Crypto. Early shot. Freezy will be there yet. Camo behind him as well. A clear away, but still searching. It's one. Saved by Crypto as a panic in front of the net ensued for Fate, but a panic short-lived. Now here's another play. Freezy. Noki gets there in time. Camo trying to find something, but Noki to Crypto. It's still BikiniBottomStrykers holding the offense as Whitlock tried to find that one above Souls, but he couldn't put in the angle. Fate still waiting. Still searching. As now in front. Souls stopped by Camo. As Noki, Camo, Noki! That one! They won't be able to get that one out. BikiniBottomStrykers. The offense finally works for them. Fate just too many times just couldn't break out. Couldn't get that ball away. And eventually it caught up to Fate. BikiniBottomStrykers. A lead that they have not had before in this series, I believe. Fate, they'll know how to make a comeback. More importantly, they just have to get a feel. BikiniBottomStrykers starting to take away their offensive opportunities. Probably just because those midfield clears not strong enough. It's a shot on! And you can't give Camo that kind of space. As Freezy in front for Camo. Nothing stopping them there. Eric's Fate. I mean, I'm impressed with them so far this series. This will be an impressive game if they can come back from this deficit. BikiniBottomStrykers definitely bringing a response. It is a bit too late for them to take that #1 overall seed, but Fate trying to just take the series here. Wait a second. Crypto's tapped that one in. As Noki got that demo on Camo, Crypto followed right behind. Again, Fate, there's so much confidence between these players. Eric's Fate. Chance to end the season 8-0. To end the season without anybody taking them down. They've guaranteed that #1 overall spot already with those last 2 game wins. There's no chance for BikiniBottomStrykers to take it away from them, but and for Fate, they don't want to just lose this game. They want to take this one. They want to take it here in a real sweep. What a way to do it. It's going to require one more goal, at least, to tie this game up as Crypto. The shot! He's got it! Some great power from Crypto! And when you need him, when Fate need a guy to score, when they need a guy to stand up, who else to do it but Crypto? He's been doing this as a career, it feels, on so many different teams. He does it here. Again, he does it for Fate. BikiniBottomStrykers. 2-0 lead now, reduced to nothing. Crypto wants it, but Camo keeps him out. Souls now, Camo stops him, but it's in front for Noki! And Whitlock will be there. Fate waiting, but they may be waiting too much. Freezy! Whitlock, that one to net! The pass down the field, it's smashed off a crossbar. Well, that's what Freezy wants. He wants Souls to wait, to turn around on that. It's just not enough time for him to stop Whitlock. And next Fate. Well, there's a lot more to do. Is now kickoff goal for Bikini Bottom. They'll take that one for free. Fate getting a bit too aggressive at this point. They're starting to give up some bigger openings here. BikiniBottomStrykers are going to have to forcing Fate to play a little more carefully on their plays. Fate. I'm just gonna run out for them pretty quickly here if they don't score soon. That's exactly what they're trying to do here. Souls leaves it. Noki tried to leave it, I think, in front for Crypto as well, but BikiniBottomStrykers won't let them. All the way back to defense. So goes Fate as Freezy. Cleared away by Noki. Crypto. Gonna get the stop on Whitlock. Whitlock still with it. Bounce in front for Freezy. The striker's side. Waiting. Beckoning Fate to push up, but Fate, they can't bring anything to the table. Here comes Crypto. The dribble. Noki got the demo. It's open. It's Crypto to make it his third. 60 seconds left. 60 seconds for Fate to try to tie this game up. We saw the shenanigans at the end of Game 2 when Fate had to hold their 1-goal lead. BikiniBottomStrykers, it feels like it's cut and paste, but now it's them who have to do it. Fate, are they going to make it easy? I don't think they will. They're going to look for chances. As BikiniBottomStrykers looking to sort of regain that 2-goal lead they once had. More importantly, they're going to make sure that Fate don't get the opportunities that they want. As Freezy now. Souls hits it out to Noki. One touch to the back wall. Camo, Whitlock, both jumping. Freezy will keep it away from Noki, but Crypto, the follow-up. Whitlock has just enough to get on it. Souls waiting with 20 boost in the tank. Freezy, stopped by Noki, the bump, in front, it's awkward, it's Crypto, it's a tie game! The bumps come through, Souls wreaking havoc! And Crypto puts in a decisive shot! It's 4-4, Crypto has scored everything for Fate so far this game. He has done it with the help of his teammates. Fate rallying around him. Now only 1 goal away. But it won't be easy. Freezy! He's done it! 13 seconds left! And BikiniBottomStrykers, is this the turnaround? Is this the moment they've been looking for? 13 seconds, a 1-goal difference. Souls, the kickoff, won by Bikini Bottom. Whitlock, out to the corner. Souls looking to send it back, he's got it high, now looking for the clear. Noki can't beat Freezy on it, it's gonna go to the back wall. Souls, a free clear. Crypto can't read it, and BikiniBottomStrykers will take Game 3. The series continues on, while their chance at the #1 overall seed will be gone. The chance to win the series is definitely not. We go to Game 4, Utopia Coliseum. The matches have ended here, but this comeback from the Strikers feels a lot more meaningful than a lot of the other games we've seen. Game 4, I mean, we've seen so many crazy plays already. This has been one of the most wild series I've had in a while. BikiniBottomStrykers. What a Game 3 they had. An early start, they were able to continue to one-up Fate. Always bringing an answer to their answer. But Fate's here at this point, they're not very happy. They want this one to be over. They want that undefeated record. This is their chance to do it. And they aren't relaxing at all. I mean, even, you know, from game 2, you'd think maybe they've relaxed a little bit because they guaranteed that top spot. I have a feeling they actually don't know that. They just want a series win as Noki, flip reset, in front, Souls, gets the beat on Freezy, leaving in front for Crypto, but Camo clears it away. Freezy. Name is too Freezy after all. Maybe he'll bring the ice that BikiniBottomStrykers need. But Whitlock. Beat on Souls. Crypto, he had a fantastic performance last game. Fate need to continue to rally around him like before. Just bring the defense up as Crypto. That one trying to find a light shot under Camo, but will be kept out. Still Fate searches Souls. Freezy trying to set it away. Crypto. Over one. Freeze doesn't have it. This one bouncing. Oh, what a save from Camo. It's kept up by Whitlock. And our ex-Fate nearly broke through. Now another chance. Crypto. It's Freezy there. Bikini Bottom holding on for dear life. Souls up. Crypto stopped by Whitlock. And a free clear here, but BikiniBottomStrykers, they hold the ball. They will. They got the flick. It's open. It's in. Camo. The defense to offense, coast to coast. BikiniBottomStrykers catch Fate waiting. And at this point, Game 5 doesn't seem all that unlikely. But it is Noki the other way. It's open. It's in. Noki. Smash shot response. Under next Fate. It's tied. Well, the BikiniBottomStrykers defense may have played well that last possession. This one, they fell apart far too quickly. Fate with an easy answer. Done it so many times already tonight. It almost feels like any time BikiniBottomStrykers score, the Fate response will be waiting. But here comes Souls. Gonna take the lead. Bounce in front. Freezy. Oh, he was worried about that shot coming in from Crypto. Crypto didn't like his chances though. Said he'll take it away. It's now Souls. The dribble. One on the beat. He's got it. Souls over Freezy. On the next Fate with the lead now. 2 goals in a row. I just love that second touch from Souls. It's one of those plays where you only know you have to beat one player. It's a light touch. He knows doesn't have to put much on it. A slight change on the direction. And next Fate. 2-1 lead because of it, but you think they're done. They're far from it. Crypto looking for free. The flip reset. Crypto, he's done those things before. That was saved by Whitlock. Noki. Dunked by Whitlock. Fate searching, but Crypto won't get it. Noki. Goes for the sideswipe demo Freezy there, but it won't go his way. Now he'll send it out. As Whitlock sends the ball back. Crypto holding control. Around one is Crypto. No boost to work, but he's gone around Whitlock too. Noki, one-on-one. Camo. He'll be able to get a piece of it. Still Fate have his Souls. Looking for a ceiling shot. Crypto now. A follow-through play, but he's bumped out. Noki. Whitlock. Off his own back wall now. Underside. Trying to keep it out. 2 minutes left here. Under next Fate with a 1-goal lead. You can tell they really don't feel comfortable with it. They're really pushing right now for that 3rd goal. You know, it's moments like these as a caster where you start to become a fan of the game. You start to enjoy just what you're watching. These are the matches that Rocket League are made for, and these are the reasons why I do this. This is the reason why you guys are here watching. Fate looking to make this season an 8-0 perfect record. 90 seconds now, and ticking. BikiniBottomStrykers. Do they have anything left in the tank? Been an exhausting couple of games for them. They've not been able to really pull away from Fate at any point. A Crypto challenge! Oh, that's wide! Freezy doesn't have it! Camo, under, over, in! It's Camo! It's BikiniBottomStrykers! It's a 2-2 tie game! With 67 seconds left! Camo, a beautiful shot. Noki was going high. Camo went low. "67 seconds. Next goal, it feels like the one that's going to win it. At this rate, we might see a couple more goals go. Noki. Whitlock. BikiniBottomStrykers looking as a forced game 5. But Crypto's got it. It's going for net. No key! No! He's done it again! Crypto, a masterclass in the field! Noki, the finishing blow! Time continues to tick. How the next fate? Is this their chance? Is this their series? Crypto, the dribble, one-on-one, looking to make it 4. But Whitlock's got the boost. Now he's got the breakaway chance. Whitlock trying to take the dunk, but Souls will keep it away. Crypto gonna waste time. Camo wants it gone. Souls, Whitlock still searching, but that flick won't go through. Noki, Fate, 10 seconds now to hold on to it. Still searching his fate. BikiniBottomStrykers, maybe one more last gasp chance to keep the series alive. Noki, will he give it to them? This one kept up. Whitlock, Souls at the early stop. Freezy jump 2. Camo's gotta wait. He's kept it alive. But Whitlock, can he get there? No, he won't. An 8-0 record. On the next fate have done it. They're undefeated going into that top 8 bracket. And throughout every single game, you couldn't go without the drama. You couldn't go without another goal and out another play. On the next fate. What a series. We've seen them go in some pretty intense matches before, but this one, man, this one definitely takes the cake for the most intense match I've seen from these guys. A win in Game 4. The undefeated record. On the next fate, going to that top 8 bracket for BikiniBottomStrykers. A tough loss. They'll be forced to have to play for the wild card. What a series, though. The number 1 and number 2 overall teams, and of course, in this group, of course, it comes down to this. It comes down to a match so close. One of those things where you just sit, you watch, and you enjoy it. A massive match. Massive result for those Max 35 fans. I'm sure there's a good amount of you out there in chat. Of course, what a series that is. That's one of those things where my voice really does take a beating. But I do it for you guys. I do it for all of you. What these matches are meant to be. A big win. Fate will make that one definitely a little bit of a sigh of relief, I'm sure. And for me, I'm going to need some time to recover. You take a look at our schedule. Remember, we still have one more match tonight. Demonic Phantoms, Phantom Troupe, Phantom v Phantom match. What a series that will be. Last one of the night. Could it be as strong and as exciting as the last ones? We'll see about that. But for now, we'll be off to a break. We'll be back with that series. Welcome once again to the sportiest stream. Nice to see you all here. We've got one more match tonight, but let's take a look at our schedule already. We've had an insane 2 matches already tonight. Team Ignition Academy with a 3-1 win over Just for Kickz, and our next Fate with a 3-1 win over BikiniBottomStrykers. That could have been, that was one of the scariest series we've seen all in a while here. It's just so back and forth, so intense. And now we've got one more match, and it's a pretty fun match here. Another Skyward series matchup. This time in the All-Star Division. Demonic Phantoms, Troupe, our last match of the evening here. We've seen both these teams on the stream before. Demonic Phantoms did win this division last season, and they've already secured the playoffs for this season. They've already secured that they'll be in the wild card here out of this group, so they'll give themselves a chance to make it to that main event again. Phantom Troupe, their record 4-3 means they're actually outside of the playoffs right now. They have to win to get themselves a chance of the playoffs. So they gotta beat a team from the very same org that they're in to do just that. It's gonna be a tough match for them, a very tough battle, but we've seen these sides. Again, the Demonic Phantoms have been the stronger team overall this season, but again, that 5-2 record versus the 4-3 record, who knows what will happen here. It'd be an interesting matchup, and again, for Phantom Troupe, but again, the season on the line, they have a lot more that they're playing for out of this match than Demonic Phantoms. See how much of a drive that gives them here. It's gonna be a tough battle though, because Demonic Phantoms are a team that, if there's any team that's gonna know how to Phantom Troupe plays, it's gonna be the team from the very same org they're in. Of course, they have to play each other out of this group up, so we'll see how that goes. Again, we're just gonna look to get these teams in as soon as possible. For now, though, again, wow, what an end to our Skyward series. This is the end of the Skyward series as well for the regular season. Next week starts the wild card. We're gonna get into the playoffs very soon, and that's all single elimination. So for Demonic Phantoms, their season, the regular season might end here, but the true season, the playoffs, starts next week. And again, the wild card, that is single elimination. You lose, you're out. You win, you're through. Doesn't get much scarier than that. These teams got a lot to prove here, and again, at this point for Phantom Troupe, they just want to they give themselves a chance. They have to win though to do that. Tough thing to do, but again, we're so excited to see when if that happens. And it's gonna be quite the matchup indeed. Yeah, betting game went wrong both times. Well, that's because you bet it against the undefeated team, Devin. Devin, that's what happens when you bet against undefeated teams. It generally doesn't work out well for you. It works, you get a ton of points for it, but when it doesn't, it usually doesn't work. You lose your points, so risk you do that. But now again, we'll get these teams in as soon as possible here. Again, for Phantom Troupe, it looks like their roster, I think it's going to be Diva, Yuki, and Sora playing today. So actually being an addition, a very recent addition. Feels like it's going to be someone who's just going to try to close out the season for them, and again, see if that can be that person that can elevate them to that wild card. Again, they need to be very good here to win. You said to be big, yeah, I don't blame you, Devin P, but generally doesn't work that way. As on the other side, again, the Demonic Phantoms here. Frostbite, Joshi, Preston is in, Crunchy is in, so is Jarvis. We'll look to get this series started any moment here. We actually might get this thing started like a minute or two early. These teams are already in, and I'm sure they'd like to start early as well. I mean, a lot of people usually like. Again, what a match this will be. Demonic Phantoms, Phantom Troupe, part of the Phantom Esports org that has been on the stream pretty often this season, honestly. Again, we'll see how this goes. Again, there's a lot of in-game name trickery here. I'll have to explain all the in-game names. I forgot that both these teams have some very strange in-game names that we have to work with. So I'll help you all out with that when we have the time to do so. But again, sorry about that. We're gonna have some very strange in-game name. Again, I guess I'll take you to it here. Again, very strange names, but for now, I think we'll get this thing started here in just another minute or so. Get your final votes, and who do you think will take the series? Demonic Phantoms again are the currently stronger team. They have already guaranteed a spot in the wild card. Troupe have not, but a win here could potentially get them there. Big match. A lot on the line for these sides. This determines a season for these guys. This really does determine a season for this Phantom Troupe team. For now, we'll go into the game here. Demonic Phantoms, Phantom Troupe, two teams of the exact same org, but one of them's already secured the playoff spot. The other one has to win to do so. Here we go, a best of 5 series, and as I said, some very strange naming conventions. I'll have to take you through all of them on the side of Demonic Phantoms, who are on the blue side. Preston is Preston, and that almost actually goes in. It's gonna go in. Oh dear, that's gonna be an own goal right in the back of his own net. That is Jarvis, by the way. Icy is sad. He used to go by Icy last season. He goes by Jarvis this season. Joining him is Joshi as Jarvis. That's the wrong net for Jarvis. Demonic Phantoms already conceding one here. It's Phantom Troupe. Their side, Diva Kame. That is Diva. Mudslinky, or it's Mudslinky. That is Yuki. And obviously, Sora is NLE Sora on their side. So what will be an interesting best of 5 right now, though the Phantom Troupe with the early lead, but they're going to have to hold on to this one, and that's going to be a little easier. It's going to be easier said than done. Again, this is the same Demonic Phantoms team that won last season. They'll know how to come back from adversity, and as they do that, here's a pass in front. Joshi will take that one. An answer right back from Demonic Phantoms. As Preston, Joshi link up. Just a great pinch off the corner. It's so tough to read. Joshi stays on the ground. He'll get that touch every single time. Sora. This one hit off the side wall. Now Jarvis looking across for Preston. Preston, the ceiling, but he will be kept away. Preston also on a 2v2 team this season. I believe he is on one of the one-up gaming teams. I believe his teammate is actually Blue Sabres. They're on a new team. They're also doing really well this season. Seen them a couple times already. We saw them at the very beginning of the season. Haven't seen them in a while, but I can tell you they've been doing very well in Blue Sabres. Again, Preston's had a season full of success. Phantom Troupe. Well, it has been mixed success. 4-3 record describes that their season has not been one of amazing results. As Jarvis. That one kept out by Yuki. Joshi, Yuki, looking for the pinch. Jarvis will be back for it. Demonic Phantoms looking for some outplays is Jarvis. Down for Joshi. Diva will keep it out, but not before another challenge comes in from Preston. Jarvis, chance to shoot, but it will be kept out there. That one goes wide. Yuki now with the ball. Phantom Troupe, I mean, I've been impressed with, how much space they've actually been able to really take here from Demonic Phantoms. It feels like Demonic Phantoms waiting a lot for Phantom Troupe to really push up at them. That's not going to be what they want here, as here comes Jarvis. Phantom Troupe, I talked with Diva literally only yesterday about this matchup. That was when they booked me, and he said he wasn't feeling all that comfortable at the end of the season. He didn't know if his team had what it took to take down Demonic Phantoms. I'll be very honest now to say about this. They look like the team that's going to have to be able to do it, because Demonic Phantoms have been kept relatively far back. They definitely feel like they've been distanced here from Phantom Troupe. And back and forth, but no one fully taking the control just yet, as both teams with their fair share of offense, but their fair share of defense as well, and not much has really happened. It's been pretty even overall. As Preston, that one going to the middle of the net. Demonic Phantoms will take the lead. They've found another breakthrough chance. It's Preston with the final touch. The miss there from Yuki. Sora has to jump at that, but he knows he's not in a position where he can make that save. Preston puts it in. Demonic Phantoms now one goal closer to taking game 1. It's Joshi by Diva. Demonic Phantoms waiting in the backfield as Preston fake under 1. Demonic Phantoms, again, it's felt like a very measured push from both these teams. I'm surprised that no one's really tried to change it in any way. Demonic Phantoms, again, I feel like they're the team that's been doing better that style so far this season. Is the reason why they are 5-2 after all. But I'm surprised, again, both these teams trying the same kind of style, it feels. Now, when's the change-up going to happen? When's one of these teams going to try to play a little more chaotic? Try to really make things happen? I feel like Demonic Phantoms would be the team to do it, but Phantom Troupe are the team that have to play somewhat differently. They're the ones who are down, they're the ones who are not going to win playing this style. The Phantom's trying to answer. What a shot, but that one kept on the goal line by Jarvis. Preston with a block. Still Preston. Redirect, trying to put it on, but Sora will have no issue clearing it away. Now Joshi. One cleared ahead by Yuki. Sora. One kept wide as here comes Yuki. That touch won't be a very good one. This one from Diva might be. Good commit from Demonic Phantoms. They're trying to desperately keep that ball out. And here's an open net. Wait a second, nobody back! Where was the defense? I was thinking, well, Phantom Troupe had a little time to maybe recollect themselves, but they went straight for the net, and for good reason. Jarvis didn't challenge, and Preston's off getting boost. A huge misrotation. And the Phantom Troupe, they're going to keep this game tied, going into the final 60 seconds of regulation at this first game of the series. As Joshi looking for offense once again. Demonic Phantoms. He hasn't felt like they tried to push too far here against Phantom Troupe. Again, for being a team that has like a ton of, may have already qualified for the playoffs, but is more importantly is trying to make good playoff seeding. I'm surprised with how relaxed it's felt right now for Demonic Phantoms. It's felt a bit too casual at times, and they're really getting punished for it as Sora right through the back line. 31 seconds left, and Demonic Phantoms really got to sit up here. That is a huge misplay there. Demonic Phantoms gonna go the way back as Joshi. Maybe the fake. He's got it! Oh my! Joshi! Got him on strings. He got him up. He went right under him. D-Rock completely fooled as Joshi fakes him out of his mind. What a goal. This game back to even. Oh, again, bad kickoff. This should be it for Troupe. They've done it again. Here goes Sora with his second. Demonic Phantoms, it feels like it's a bit of a game where they're just going to throw it away here. A bad kickoff. It goes about as badly as you can expect it to be. And Demonic Phantoms, they're still some of the heavy favorites in this matchup. This is not how Demonic Phantoms should be playing. Feels like they're playing at the way that Troupe is, and you really can't do that here if you're Demonic Phantoms. You gotta be the better team. You've seen them really take control of series, even the season take control of series, and yet somehow they're deciding to let Phantom Troupe take control, and that's really gonna hurt them as Jarvis trying to break his way through. Will be Yuki to clear it back. Joshi, no boost, no more chances. Phantom Troupe will take game one. And then the Phantom Esports matchup, Phantom Troupe just had more offense. It felt like they had more of a reason to win here. Demonic Phantoms, a terrible performance. Really, well, honestly, I've seen a lot better from this team. This is definitely a disappointing start for them. But for Demonic Phantoms, the playoffs on the line. They have to win. You can tell they have that drive to get there. Carrying them the way through game one. Now going into game number two. Then can they continue it? Demonic Phantoms. Hang on a different roster here. Gage Allen coming in. But you're going to hear me refer to him by Crunchy. Again, I told you, some strange naming conventions between these players. Again, Gage Allen, you'll see in the game, is Crunchy. But again, they're changing the roster up. Trying something new. They were very disappointed with game one, as I'm sure a lot of people who've seen Demonic Phantoms will be. Not the performance you expected of a team this good. Troupe, though, keeping their season and their playoff hopes alive, but they've got to do it again here, game two. Not starting off the way they want to. Preston and Joshi link up again on offense. These guys finding each other in so much space. And that might be the breakthrough opportunity. Demonic Phantoms, their first goal in game two. Now the real question is if they can hold it. They did not a very good job of doing it last game. It just felt like it was, one that was unemotional, unpushed, and now they're actually fighting for it. Preston and Joshi again upfield. Got for the flip reset, got the fake on too, and then he bumped out Diva. Open net for Joshi and Demonic Phantoms again. Where's that, push? Where's that kind of want, that need for the game? This might be it for them. Now, here comes Crunchy, dunked by Sora. And the most recent addition for the Phantom Troupe. Last time we saw Phantom Troupe, Sora was not even on the roster. Again, coming in as that latest addition, trying to push this team ahead to the playoffs. He definitely had a key up, point on doing that last game, and a couple. Had 2 goals at the very end that made the difference. In this game, we'll see who Phantom Troupe will want to do it themselves. But for now, Demonic Phantoms back the other way by Crunchy. Diva won't read it. Sora will. Preston will go all the way back as Phantom Troupe. Well, he makes their way upfield, but that slowness of them, it was what got them and Phantoms to play still the last game. But this game, Demonic Phantoms trying to pave their own path. And it's going to be Phantom Troupe who have to pick up the pace with them. Joshi. Preston! Oh! That was incredible! A doink from Preston. He added so much power to that. And, well, that's beautiful. That got me off guard. That caught a lot of people off guard, I think. Demonic Phantoms a 3-0 lead now. What a comeback after game 1 to make a statement here. At game 1, not the Demonic Phantoms, This is a little more like what I expected from them. Phantom Troupe. Well, they've got a lot to come back from, but that's a great pass. Sora. Oh, it's actually Yuki who takes it instead. And Phantom Troupe with 1 goal back. Final series of the night. It could be a very close one here. Phantom Troupe definitely trying to make it seem as such. Go back in as Phantom Troupe, 1 goal now. Can that be sort of something great for them here on Forbidden Temple? Demonic Phantoms, though, they don't want it to be that way. Sora's gonna get the clear, though. Diva, back up field for Phantom Troupe. Joshi will be challenged by Sora. Phantom Troupe continuing to just do really well with those 50s in that corner, really making space for themselves. And, from the corner, it's a really easy place to get infield passes. Phantom Troupe, I mean, if there's any way you can get more offense, more control, they'll look for it. This one, dunked by Sora. Preston looking for the clear as Diva waiting back. He's got to get this touch. Will, but it goes straight to Crunchy. Sora, oh, he almost overcommitted on that one. Phantom Troupe getting very confident trying to push up field, but they've got to be very careful that they don't do it too quickly, because that's what the Demonic Phantoms will catch them on the counterattack. And now a miss there. This one in front. Nobody wants the ball. Demonic Phantoms still hold it. Phantom Troupe on very low boost. Sora can't challenge that one. Joshi. Hook shot attempt will instead look for Preston. What a pass! This one bouncing in front. It's Sora who'll get rid of it as Crunchy's challenge won't come in on time. Phantom Troupe holding on for dear life, looking for something on offense. They won't get it, and now another overcommit. Yuki missed it! It's Crunchy! And it's goal 4 for the Demonic Phantoms. A clear away. Yuki and Sora both caught out of position. Yuki won't be able to get the 50 on that one. And it's Demonic Phantoms who will try to beat through the Phantom Troupe again. That 3-goal lead reestablished. Series again far from over at this point. Phantom Troupe again, trying to come out as strong as they can. This is a game that is really going to test their mental. Demonic Phantoms just doing a lot of things better than them right now. Subbed in Crunchy. I don't really know if that was a difference maker. It just felt like they started off a bit slow, but now they've actually found things that, they're finding that offense. They're finding their footing. And it's really up to Phantom Troupe to respond to that, whether it be in this game or more likely in Game 3. That's going to be really where we see how Phantom Troupe play. And with now some adversity, some hardship. How do they respond to what the Demonic Phantoms are doing so well? Diva won't be able to shoot. Joshi getting the clear. Yuki will keep it away from him, but it does go straight to Crunchy. This should be goal 5. It will be goal 5. And Demonic Phantoms just do it again and again. This team, I mean, again, they're one of the scariest ones in this league. They won last season for a reason. They know how to play against, a lot of other opponents. They know how to adapt to them. This is a great opportunity for Demonic Phantoms to really impose their will. Make Phantom Troupe move to their liking. And now Crunchy to Joshi. Boss just goes a little behind him. Demonic Phantom still searching. Preston, maybe a Doomsday Dish. Just couldn't get enough on it yet. Only 7 boosts going for that play. Demonic Phantom still on, and this is open. Crunchy will put in his third. And Demonic Phantoms at this point racking up the points, but this was all made by Joshi. Look at that fake. He knew Yuki and Sora had that one block, so he couldn't go for the shot, but he will get them to both to move towards him. Pulls them out, gets an open net there for Crunchy to score. Demonic Phantoms will tie the series up at 1-1. At this point, I mean, at this rate, we're not even going to be done with the scoring. There'll be another goal or two going in. As now Crunchy, Sora keeps it away from Preston. Joshi back in field, Badira, low boost, but enough to send it away. Now he'll go to the corner, demoed out, but Phantom Troupe trying to get to the ball. All the way back to that orange half as Demonic Phantoms just looking for one more strike. Preston won't get it there. This one fumbled in front as Crunchy gonna make it a 7-1 win, but it won't be that way. They'll just have to set it to 6-1. Demonic Phantoms with a beautiful response here in game 2. Again, this is a little more like what I expected from Demonic Phantoms, a team that's willing to attack, willing to play pressure, plays around people, just has a consistent, high chemistry playstyle. The one thing that they have that most teams don't have is chemistry. It's the same 5 players from last season playing once again. Expect them to win each other very easily. As I think what's also going to be telling about this game, the shots. 12-1. Only 1 shot for Phantom Troupe that whole game. That's how badly they were beaten in this one. That's how much of a fluke game 1 felt like. One of Phantoms made a change. It obviously must have made some difference. And Crunchy has 3 goals, so he got subbed in. 3 goals here. He's made a huge difference for them on offense. A much more aggressive side, it feels, and definitely the one that they're going to stick with for probably the rest of the series. Going to game number 3. These teams ready to go back once again to determine who will take match point on this one. We've had all of our series so far end in game 4. This one honestly may go the same way. As we are having some delays here real quick. We're trying to sort out a player issue. These teams, I think, just waiting on someone. I think someone disconnected. Yeah, someone disconnected. We'll get them back in the lobby as soon as we can. For now, this is actually an extended break here for Phantom Troupe. Trying to recollect things. They played so much defense. It felt like they had nothing to say last game. And just look at the field domination, 63% for Demonic Phantoms. That's a pretty strong statistic in your favor. Especially with last game having been, so even. The Phantoms are starting to pull away from that. Phantom Troupe have to be able to reel them back in. Play up to that pace, play up to that pressure. Bring in their own style of offense. Again, we're still having that extended break here. Again, one of the players did disconnect. Again, I do apologize on that delay. I don't know what's happening here. I have had a disconnect. Again, we're just trying to sort things out. Yes, one of the players is having a disconnect issue. And I do apologize, but we'll get them back in as soon as we can. Again, these teams are allotted time to have tech pauses, and with being the last match of the night, wait a little bit for them. Again, I do apologize on that. We are hoping to get things put out as soon as we can. Fortunate disconnect issue. Will again, we had one of the players leave. We'll get them back in as soon as we can. They are again. They disconnected at the end of last game. They are now reaching into their tech pause time, which is 15 minutes. There is a 15-minute timer going on. But again, we should be starting up as soon as we can. Again, one of the players hopefully will be back any moment. Now, though, again, these teams have the extended break. The Demonic Phantoms, though, it's a good time for them just to talk things out, to keep that momentum going, to keep that pace going. And I expect them to play the same roster they did last game. I expect them to try to be as successful in that offense. It feels like a lot of what they did, came down to just being able to keep pressure, to keep play going. Crunchy, again, being that more aggressive player than what we saw out of not Josh, and out of Jarvis last game. Definitely makes a world of a difference when you have a different play style against a team like Phantom Troupe. Again, they don't like that kind of suffocation. They don't like that kind of play style where they're kept back and they don't really have much they can do about it. But that was the position they were stuck in. Actually, we're probably going to go to our main caster screen here because it does feel like this play took a little longer than expected here. Again, my apologies on that. We'll be getting Game 3 started in any moment. Demonic Phantoms, again, coming back into this one with a purpose, with a promise. Again, they've already qualified for the playoffs, but seeding does matter. And if they lose this, that seeding is not going to be too favorable for them. But if they can win a 6-2 record, that's a pretty good record to go into that wild card for. They'll definitely get an easier first round because of it. And again, getting a good first round can lead into a really good second round. I mean, we've seen teams where once they get a really nice first round, they kind of get used to the player, get playoff pressure. They don't really need to shake it off. For a lot of teams, when you're at the higher at higher levels, you have a really tough first round. It can maybe be tough for you. Frost Fusion asking, "How are you doing?" I'm doing good. It's been an exciting day so far. I'm a little hungry, but other than that, I'm excited to see these matches. Again, this is our last match of the night. And a pretty early schedule, 7, 8, 9 p.m. That's usually actually kind of early for when my stream usually starts. My stream doesn't usually start until, a lot of times actually starts with only a 9 p.m. match. So, a bit of an interesting schedule, but been a nice weekend. I've been enjoying it. Hopefully I'll be able to stream something tomorrow. I've already confirmed at least one match for Tuesday, so that's going to be nice. We also have the Rocket League Splash Series, 8 SN Tournament Series, Proving Grounds coming up this Friday and Saturday. That's going to be something you guys will watch. And then a week from now, next Sunday, 135 Crew Battles Tournament. That will also be on this stream. I'm going to be the main stream for both of those events, so excited to see that. And again, some big tournaments coming up the end of this week, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Be on this stream, 7 p.m. Eastern start time, every single day. Get to see that. Again, a reminder, if you guys don't know those tournaments, RLSS ATS Proving Grounds, that's an uncapped tournament. GC3 SSL Rocket League. And that Crew Battles Tournament, well, 135 players, anywhere from Champ Free GC1 all the way up to GC3. Mixed up teams, some great best of 7 single elimination bracket. Proving Grounds Tournament will be double elimination on their side. Again, we'll be seeing some pretty scary teams. I can actually probably leak some of the teams that are going to be in there. We got like Lotus 8's going to be in 135. It's going to have a couple of their teams in there. We're going to have like Phoenix United's going to have some of their teams in there. It's going to be a fun tournament. So again, I can't leak too much. You'll see the brackets come out soon enough. But for now, everybody's back in here for game number 3. Sorry about the delay. The players' queue has been sorted though. We're back in action. Demonic Phantom still in the blue, but after that long 7-minute break, I think they're gonna need some time to get back into it. Still the same roster as last game, but who else also needs some time to recollect and get things back on order? Phantom Troupe need to. That break should actually, ironically, help them out a little bit. The last game, it felt like it got away from them at the very end. Not that it hadn't already gotten away from them even at the start of the game. It just overall got away from them, I think, is a better way to say that. And Phantoms, I mean, they're gonna look to recreate that offense, and maybe Crunchy can do it. That's just off the post. Nearly going in the back of the net as Sora will be challenged by Joshi, the midfield. Demonic Phantoms to hold, but they aren't holding it very well. Again, trying to recreate what they did last game. As Preston to Crunchy. That touch easy to collect here for Yuki. Demonic Phantoms, a chance in front for Preston! And he's got the breakthrough opportunity! And he's not missing that breakthrough opportunity. Preston to the goal. Demonic Phantoms with the early lead here in Game 3. Reminder, match point on the line. Demonic Phantoms won last game 6-1. This game feels like it might be them just kind of getting back into it. They won't be nearly as strong without that momentum, but to be fair, they don't really have to be. They only gave Phantom Troupe one shot last game. They might not even get them this game, because here comes Crunchy. It makes it goal number 2. Demonic Phantoms starting to run away with this a little bit here, even though we've only just gone, like 73 seconds into this thing. It already feels like Demonic Phantoms running with the game, running with this lead. Phantom Troupe's got to slow this team down one way or another. They haven't cracked the code just yet of Demonic Phantoms. They'll have to find out sometime soon this game. It's Preston by Sora. Crunchy looking in the midfield as Preston on low boost. Keeps it away, a great backwards touch. It keeps possession in Demonic Phantom's favor. Allows them to stay on offense. It just, decisions like that, it's the little things like that you don't really comment on too much as a viewer, but what, is the difference maker between these, teams, that making the playoffs versus the best teams versus the worst teams that don't get that chance. My fans, again, they're one of the scarier teams in this tournament. Things like that definitely are a difference maker, a factor into why they're so good. As now, what a touch from Crunchy. Preston going to goal. He's got the shot, and that one just wide. There was a defender waiting back. I know you didn't see it, but Demonic Phantoms just missed that chance. They really had to put on a nice shot, but that one felt a little too heavy on the placement. So they break away, and this one's open. Crunchy's going to put it in, his second. And ever since being subbed into Game 2, Crunchy has not missed a beat. Sure, some of these shots have really not been his, doing. Still, he's not been missing them, that's for sure. Demonic Phantoms continuing their goal-scoring adventures. As Dira, that one stopped there by Crunchy. As now down the field, Phantom Troupe can't break away. Demonic Phantoms to the side. Well, this is stopped by Sora. Phantom Troupe trying to put a blocker in that midfield, but Demonic Phantoms expeditiously moving through the midfield. Preston can't get it, but Crunchy will. That one just saved away by Sora as he'll stretch for that one. Demonic Phantoms, again, as I said, expeditiously right through the midfield. Did not take too much time to look the view. Again, they're still making offense as we speak, but Phantom Troupe are shutting them down a little easier here. Sora, Crunchy stands up, reaches for it there. Will be Demonic Phantoms to clear. Another adventure through the midfield, but this one also stopped by Phantom Troupe. Sora looking for one more touch, but Joshi gets there just in time. Demonic Phantoms looking to keep the offense. Joshi, maybe a double tap. He's keeping it in front of that. Preston's got it, but Sora will get there faster. Erase the ball. Won by the Phantom Troupe. This game, still one that they have within reach. Gage Allen going the wrong direction. Preston keeping it up. Sora will get this one flicked high over Joshi. Demonic Phantoms. Dira. One stopped by Crunchy. Joshi now beat by Sora. The net is gaping open, but that one will stay out. Joshi infield for Crunchy. That will be another chance, and that pass not missing. That shot not wide. Crunchy, same statistic as last game. 3 goals on 5 shots. Joshi assists him in a beautiful pass, and Demonic Phantoms are just taking full control of this game at this point. It feels like Phantom Troupe, they just can't keep up with these guys. Can't keep up with the chemistry they have, the pace they want. What a rough end of the season it would be for them if these games end off with such a massive difference. But it is what it is, you have to play against Demonic Phantoms. This is Demonic Phantoms. That is here, and they're not letting go any way at all. As Joshi now looking for another. D-Row's got the block. Preston, stopped by Diva, in front for Crunchy. Let him make it 4, that one wide. Still Crunchy, looking for the net, but it is kept wide by Yuki as he'll race to keep it out, not wanting to see another goal go into Demonic Phantom's name. Especially not in Crunchy's name. He's got 3 goals out of the 4 so far. He had 3 out of the 5, out of the 6 last game. As now flip reset attempt, but it's still kept out. Demonic Phantoms giving nothing to Phantom Troupe. In fact, they'll get another chance here as Preston at Zevo. Oh, what a fake. Oh, but he's missed it! Oh, dear. Not like it will matter, though. Demonic Phantoms will take match point. Another dominant performance. 4-0 now for the Demonic Phantoms. 1 game away from knocking Phantom Troupe out of playoff contention. Winners of last season. Proving to us all, they still have what it takes. Even with this heightened, much tougher competition. Demonic Phantoms, do they have, you know, do they have what they need for Game 4? I mean, it feels like, again, their offense still just on point. I expect them to do just the same as, here we go, game number 4. Every series that has ended in Game 4 so far. This one feels like it's going to follow suit, unless Phantom Troupe can do something different. Unless they can somehow stop Demonic Phantoms. Not been a pleasant experience for Phantom Troupe, that's for sure. And it feels like it's only going to get worse for them, but they are still here. They still have the chance to make it into that playoffs. That requires winning from here on out. A task that, well, it's a lot easier said than done. Especially with Demonic Phantoms scoring so many goals in the last couple of games. I mean, it was 6 game 2, 4 in game 3. And at this point, Phantom Troupe, do they have any energy left? Demonic Phantoms want this one out, but again, as I've said, the Phantom Troupe have done well to stop them in the midfield, at least on those first chances, but when it comes to second efforts and second plays, Phantom Phantoms, again, they're persistent. They're a team that will continue to challenge in that midfield if they find the opportunities to do so. You're going to have a tough time stopping them with just one breakthrough chance to the midfield. They're going to give you a couple more. As now, this one. Dira, oh no. Oh, he's hit it off his own post. Dira nearly put it in his own net. As Sora, oh, what a touch, that one out. Yuki couldn't shoot it, but Dira will! And Phantom Troupe with the lead. Been a long time coming, but they will get it. As Sora, Yuki making things very awkward for Crunchy. Dira finishes it off. Demonic Phantoms. Only 1 goal. We know they can come back from it. In fact, they're on the route to do it. Crunchy in front. The point from Phantom Troupe to clear the ball away as Sora already up for it, looking to try to force game number 5 out of Demonic Phantoms. What a way to end your season it would be, Phantom Troupe. You know, if you end your regular season, I should say, to force game 5 out of a team from the very same org as you. Tough battle. Still, it feels like Phantom Troupe are up for the task. Demonic Phantoms gonna take that away. Gage Allen. Sorry, Crunchy. Joshi in the net. Demonic Phantoms tie it up. That lead wasn't going to hold for long. And unfortunately for them, there's still a lot more games to go, and Demonic Phantoms, it feels like they're just getting things started. As Crunchy almost found another pass to Joshi on that play, but it will be cleared out as Demonic Phantoms, that Joshi, you know, Preston, that, you know, great work they've had. I mean, there's another great play there from these 2 players. Preston, you know, with the assist, but it's actually Yuki who accidentally gave it straight to Crunchy. But it's one that you'll take. It allows Demonic Phantoms to have the lead. Credit where credit's due. Phantom Troupe keeping this game a lot closer than the last ones have been. I just need to find some play. They won't get many opportunities, that's for sure, to come back into this one, but The opportunities they get, they need to make good of them. Diva, give me a chance there. Stopped early by Joshi. Sora. Up by Preston at the dunk, and now jumping from the midfield is Crunchy. Goes high. Diva. Oh dear, that's going in his own net. Sora rages to get to that one. And Phantom Troupe will keep this game at a 2-1 scoreline because of it. But Preston trying to make it free. Diva's backflip. He will get out of the net. It's Joshi. This one now going to Yuki. Crunchy looking in the midfield for Preston! That's the bottom left corner. And that's Demonic Phantoms with insurance. A long battle, a hard-fought battle. Demonic Phantoms starting to pull away again. Every single game, you can kind of notice when they start to get a goal, and then another goal, and then another, and eventually Phantom Troupe have nothing they can do to come back at it. But off the kickoff, maybe they can slow it down. Sora! What a save from Joshi. Phantom Troupe still searching. Diva! Crunchy there, but Yuki jumping for it. Can't get that touch, though. As the clear from Crunchy. The flick will be kept out by Diva initially, but Demonic Phantoms looking for another shot on goal. They won't get it early, though. Phantom Troupe will clear it away. Some great defensive showing. Again, you can still see remnants of, Phantom Troupe still wanting to come back, still believing in that, they can come back in the series. They can beat this Demonic Phantom side. Demonic Phantoms not going to do it so easily as I'm running out here the last week of the regular season. Phantom Troupe, a playoff spot on the line. They need to win this game to keep it alive, but Demonic Phantoms holding a multi-goal lead. Yuki trying to clear. Sora. And back by Preston as he'll take to the air. Demonic Phantoms. Preston. Flip reset. Preston going in front. But Crunchy won't get the beat on Sora. Phantom Troupe. A lot of time on defense. Only 60 seconds left as Joshi when I get it away. But early times from Sora still can't beat out Preston. But Yuki off Sman. Long touchdown field. Joshi won't get it. Neither will Crunchy. Diva. Crunchy backs up into that save. Still Phantom Troupe hold the possession. Yuki. Crunchy with a clear. Sora. Great dunk on Joshi, but still Phantom Troupe. They aren't really pushing up right now. They have to do that. Time not their friend at this point. And they need 2 goals here inside these final 30 seconds. Phantom Troupe, this is now or never. They have to push. They have to try something. As Sora already jumping up is Yuki, but he won't get the shot. Joshi looks to get rid of it here as that one sent long by Crunchy. And Sora stopped moving. Joshi will put it in. That will end game 4. Demonic Phantoms will take the series. Sora stopped moving. He gave up on this one. And to be fair, there's not enough time left for them. Phantom Troupe will be eliminated from the playoff contention. Demonic Phantoms will now advance to a higher seed. A better position here. The team that's won last season will go to the playoffs again. They'll go to the wild card. And Phantom Troupe, their season is over. At the hands of Demonic Phantoms. A 3-1 win once again. And to see in every single series end on Utopia Coliseum. This one, no different. Demonic Phantoms take it there. A victory at the end of the season. Going to the playoffs. Once again. Big win for them, or really not a big win for them, just a win that will eliminate Phantom Troupe, but I think more importantly for these guys, it's a match they'll be proud of. Again, Demonic Phantoms, and they'll end it off. It's been a beautiful season for them so far, but still a lot more to go here. Playoffs now in store for them. Again, but on the other side, Phantom Troupe, what a season they have for a lot of these players. An interesting time together. We'll see if this roster sticks together for next season. They go their separate ways, but for now, Big win for them. As Frostbite coming in chat. Thank you as well, Frostbite, for joining in. Congrats on your win. As we'll take a look at our schedule one last time. All series ending in Game 4. Team Edition Academy with the win over Just for Kickz. Then Fate taking down BikiniBottomStrykers. And now Demonic Phantoms taking down Phantom Troupe. But our day is not over just yet. Joining me here is Frostbite and Preston. 3-1 win, you guys. Going to the playoffs once again. You did it last season. This season it's a much tougher competition. Frostbite, if you can take me through, you guys won last season. You're coming in this season again, as I said, a lot tougher. But you go to the playoffs again, 2 seasons in a row. How does it feel?
I'm gonna say it feels kind of weird being in wildcard this season. Like last season, it was completely different to how it was now. More of a competition than it was last season. Definitely some better players this season that really give us a run for our money, but kind of glad that we secured the 2nd seed in our group and making it onto wild card for playoffs.
I don't know if he'll be 2nd seed or not. I'll have to
check
on that.
Carbon dropped from the loss on ODU.
Yeah, actually, you guys are going to be 2nd seed. You are going to advance past Carbon. That's interesting, actually. You guys will be doing that. I didn't even notice that, actually. But hey, you guys do it as well. You guys, again, being a top-tier team, sticking with the same roster as well. I mean, Preston, it's the same 5 players as last season. They really haven't seen any changes. Maybe some name changes, but not much else. I mean, you guys have, again, what was this, why was it you guys stuck with the same roster this season? So often, even good teams make changes, want to be the best they can be. You guys stuck together. Maybe take me through kind of why you guys did that.
So pretty much after winning last season, the team was like, okay, let's stick with what we got. Let's not fix what's not broken. Let's rerun it again another season. And then we just added a new addition, which was Preston, obviously. And with adding him, it just became more of like a fitting for everyone in the roster.
All right, Preston. It seems like Frostbite stole your question there, but I'll ask you another one. In fact, Frostbite, don't steal people's questions. I was asking Preston, and you answered for him. Preston,
my bad.
Yeah, Frostbite stole your question here, Preston. I'll get you another one here. Again, a big win. Again, your only losses actually come into Carbon and ODU Monarchs so far this season. Again, scary competition, but against Phantom Troupe here, you guys looked so comfortable. I mean, what's it like kind of playing through another regular season with these guys here? Going to the playoffs again. What's it like, having the same, teammates as before? Kind of does it feel different? Are you guys still learning about each other, even this season, even though you guys have been together for a while now?
Honestly, yeah, I feel like with me being added to the roster, it's definitely a bit new for me and them, considering I was against them last season for semis. And me being added to it, I think with me, there's like a new kind of area in the playing field to add, I guess. But I mean, with us against Phantom Troupe, we've also scrimmed them a lot, so it's very familiar of how their playstyle is and whatnot.
Of course, I made the mistake. Yeah, you were not on this team last season. You were on a different team last season.
Yes, I was.
You were on a different team. So, wait, what were you on this team last season?
I was on Unknown Vortex.
On
we
Unknown.
lost to I was on Unknown. We lost to Demonic Phantoms 4-1 in the semis.
That's the classic, if you can't beat them, might as well join them mentality. But yeah, my apologies. I don't know why I thought you were on this team last season. You definitely weren't. And also joining us here is Joshy as well. Coming in, you got to see a lot of this team this season. You got to play with them a lot this season. Going to the playoffs again, you guys again. Going to the wildcard. It's single elimination. It's gonna be scary. The regular season, you guys can feel pretty comfortable. Knowing that you're getting your wins. You have so many different weeks, so many different matches. Wildcard is a lot different. You get who you get. You have to win. So. Josh, you can take me through what it's going to be like for you guys, because you weren't in the wildcard last season, but it's a scary position to be in. So, what are you guys going to do to prepare for it?
It's definitely going to be a lot more. We're not going to be used to it since we haven't been in wildcard, but as a team, I feel like we're going to be able to get past the wildcard stage and make it to playoffs. We're not, playoffs. And it's just like, I don't know how to say it. It's just like new. It's just new to be in here. But as a team, I feel like we can do it together. We play with so many games with each other and have so much familiarity, and we're good friends, so we can get past it.
Again, I like the confidence here. I know the Demonic Phantoms always a pretty confident team, and why wouldn't you be? You guys won last season, so you have all the confidence coming into this season to reclaim that that title that you had last season. Now, obviously, may lose it this season, but again, you guys still keeping it well. Congrats on your win, a 3-1 win over Phantom Troupe. But before you guys go, we'll get some quick shoutouts here. We'll actually go backwards from how I asked the question. So let's start with Joshy. We'll then go to Preston. We'll end with Frostbite. So let's start with Joshy. Any final statements you want to say? Any last messages? Any shoutouts? Anybody you want to thank?
Shout out to my teammates. Shout out to everyone in the server who supports us, and mainly shout out to my boy Frostbite bringing me here. So thank you.
But now go to Preston. Is there anything that you'd like to say, Preston? I mean, you've had a very successful season, Preston. Actually, before I ask anything, you're going to play your wildcard here. I know you're on a 2v2 team with Blue Sabres. I believe you guys are also going to the playoffs there as well. I mean, that is. Preston said you've had a very successful season so far. What team are you on for twos? I'm trying to think. OUG, right? Overcast,
yeah,
right?
OUG Overcast.
Yeah, you guys are #1 seed for that. You're going to go to the top 8 bracket for that. So, again, congratulations on that as well. You've had a very great season. So, anything that you want to say? Any shoutouts that you have? Any final message to kind of wrap up what will be this and going into the wild card now with Demonic Phantom?
I want to shout out to Demonic Phantoms for letting me join their roster this season. It's been a blessing. I think we're doing pretty well with an addition of me, because I know with me being added to the roster, it's going to be a bit different. So, but I mean, we're still making it work. Also, shout out to Crunchy's dad for the moral support during our games. Every time we scored, we heard him in the background saying, yeah. And then he said our names. But that feeling with him saying, yeah, it just helped us just score more goals, honestly.
You always gotta love that moral support there. As now we'll end things off with Frostbite. Is there anything that you'd like to say, Frostbite, to end off what has been a very successful regular season? Now, again, going to the wild card, it's gonna be very scary, but anything can happen. You guys have made it to the playoffs before, though, so you'll have an advantage over a lot of teams. With that, but at least for tonight, anything that you want to say? Any final messages?
I want to say shout out to everyone that supported the roster. It's been through its ups and downs this entire offseason. I want to say shout out to Joshy, Preston, Icy and Crunchy's dad for, when the mental's down, they try and keep each other up all the time. Shout out to you for obviously taking a last minute cast and finish into your schedule. And shout out to Phantom Troupe. I'm sorry we had to end their season off on a short notice. I would have been glad if it went to Game 5, and if they would have won, they would have qualified. But sometimes, I mean, you got to do what you got to do, and I can't stop these guys from playing how they play.
Well, again,
Our
you guys
bads.
again, you guys get your win. You take down the Phantom Troupe. As I said, unfortunately, they will not be in the playoffs with you guys. But you guys still fighting for everything. So again, congrats on your win here against the team of the same org. Have an amazing rest of your night, and hopefully we'll see some of your wildcard matches. Again, take care, guys.
Alrighty,
Take care,
thank you.
Sporty.
You too.
And that was Frostbite. There with us, along with Joshy and Preston. A 3-1 win to end off the night. Yes, so many 3-1s, but just so happens to be how our night goes here. Again, what a night it has been, though. Thank you all so much for joining. That's it for me. That's it for a lot of us. Got a raid going here. We'll end off the night on a high note. Thank you all so much for joining the Sportiest stream. I'll be live again soon, but for now, take care. Be well. Well, thank you again for joining.